Hey, everybody, I'm Mike.
I'm Bob.
I'm Tim.
I'm Bill.
Yes.
And I'm Kenny.
Yes.
And this is the Board Game Rundown. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday. We've got Bill and Kenny with us from Wizardofmoe Games. Welcome to the show, guys. Appreciate you joining us.
There you go.
Look at that.
Our other gamer wanted us to show you this Von Payne Black whiskey
Gladly.
with currants.
Wow.
And it's got a gargoyle on the top with a little stopper, and you actually pour it right out of the top of the head. So far, he said it's only been available in Florida and Tennessee.
Yeah, he's our liquor guy. He always brings some crazy looking bottle.
That's awesome.
So
Pretty
the
sweet.
question is it any good? Because a lot of times, if the bottle or the cork is really, really nice, sometimes they're compensating for crap on the inside. So is it pretty good?
I think the black currant is what's supposed to cover that up. So I don't know. The scribe, one of our other members, is not here, but he drinks it, swears by it, and
I've maybe had that one once or twice.
no, we're drinking beer tonight, so
That's all right. I like beer.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, we
what
always
do you
say the
guys-
drinks are optional. It's just the attendance that's mandatory.
Yeah.
Stuff it all out.
Okay. So observation, guys,
Carried away.
I'm noticing it's showing people's YouTube like username instead of their like actual name. Am I crazy on that?
Yeah, no, it's weird. I noticed that too.
Because I believe that's Carlos saying hi, but to us it says Shadow Hunter 1189.
That is definitely
Yeah.
Carlos.
Oh,
Weird.
did they
It's showing
change
us
that?
everybody's username, and we're guessing off your username or photo to figure out who you are.
Oh,
just,
yeah.
kinda
But
weird.
Change something.
and there's Di.
I'm going to go on a limb and say that is Miss Rossi there. Mrs.
That
Rossi.
most likely is.
the lovely Miss Rossi.
That's
Great
right.
guess.
This is
That's got to
guessing
be Chris R.
Chris.
Right?
Yep, Chris R.
Yes, so he doesn't keep getting covered up there.
I don't know who Defiant Creations is.
Let's see if
that's
we
my
Make sure
wife.
we say hi to our
Hey!
regular.
Right on. Hello.
Hey, nice.
Thank you for loaning us your other half. I won't say your better half. I'll just say your other
There
half
you
for the
You're
evening.
right. She's the better half.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I know
Hey, if
I know how the bread is buttered. I got it.
If you're new to the channel, we'll definitely take the thumbs and the subscribes. But we'd prefer to give you guys the board game rundown bump. Why don't you guys tell us about Wizardofmoe Games?
Go ahead.
All right. Well, I've been gaming forever. I'm 60 years old. So I started gaming when I was a little kid, and we started a Magic group together where we were playing team play, and we all fed off of the Three Stooges, and everybody was called Mo.
Nice.
And so it's like, hey Mo, hey Mo, hey Mo. Well, then we had to differentiate, and I became Mo the Wizard, and they had Mo the Cleric, Mo the Thief, and then eventually it twisted into Wizardofmoe. And then once we started getting together our latest game group where we started streaming, we said Wizardofmoe Games, and that's just it's come from the Three Stooges basically and me.
I love the evolution. You know what I mean? Like how things can grow and evolve like that.
Absolutely. And I'm not saying that I've evolved over time, but the name has.
I mean, and you say you've been gaming for forever. It would take me forever to grow a magnificent beard like that. I'm just saying.
Well, you know, I've been going for what? I shaved this morning. So.
The beard? Holy
No.
crap.
Wow.
I mean, I've had some days at work that feel like
growing
that.
right back.
Yeah.
I wish I could reach that length. Maybe one day.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, we met at a local card shop actually playing Keyforge. I don't know if you guys are familiar.
Oh,
with
yeah. I like
Yeah.
Keyforge.
That's where we started, and then we just started gaming together more regularly, and then we just started streaming them. So you'll see a lot of playthroughs on the channel. There's group ones. There's a lot of solo ones. There's some unboxings. Apparently, one of my most popular videos is when I was sleeving cards. That's the thing.
People just like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I had this rhythm going, and it just had some nice background music, and it was just
There you go.
Just-
cards.
That's it.
Just a little
See, that's
ASMR
some-
stuff,
it's
right?
cathartic.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. It's probably relaxing if you put the microphone up close. Carlos saw your Parks and
Little
Potion
ASMR
video here and says he backed it. We covered that about a month ago and enjoyed that as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the thing about Parks and Potions is the designer Chris lives about 20 minutes from me.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, we collaborate a lot, talk a lot. He comes over and plays with us sometimes and whatnot. So
Well, now it makes sense. We met him at Gen Con at the BA Games thing.
yeah, and I don't remember how we all both got to BA Games. I know I met Sam through another online group. I don't remember how Chris met up with them.
Right on. Sam knows everybody though, so that's no surprise.
Yeah.
Facts.
So, Bill, do you go up to any big conventions up north of the Mason-Dixon?
I have not been into any big conventions other than NRA conventions, but I plan on getting to some big conventions. My dream is to go to Gen Con, and
Right on.
I really want to
There you
take
go.
my own game there. So that's another part of this group, is that we have a hobby at this point in time of designing games, play testing amongst ourselves. And currently Kenny's got one that's pretty close to getting ready to print. And I actually just got some cards in today for a little one that I'm working on, a very mechanical game called Gearheads. And we're looking to maybe at some point in time get those published as well, because we have fun doing it. It's all about the fun. People say, I'm designing this game because of this or because of that. And it's like, we do it to have fun, and some games we like, some games we don't. He'll play games that he doesn't like because the rest of us do. Well, we're very competitive.
There you go.
Even in a co-op game, I'm going to help the group more than you. Oh, no, I'm going to help the group more than you. Yeah. But I started playing Divine Right. And I don't know if you know Divine Right. It's a very old game, 1979.
I don't.
With a big map. Really cool game. I think they did a re-release on it, but that's what got me into it. So what was I? I was probably 14 years old when it came out. And a friend of mine says, hey, I got this game. And it's like, wow, this is cool. Had a big map, and you had the little square tiles that you stacked on top of each other. And they could only see what was on top, and they didn't know who else was underneath it. You moved around the map. So, I
was it like Crusades or like medieval
it was
battling
fantasy? Yeah, you had
okay.
like the Black Carriage and the Mountain Men and the elves and stuff like that. So
right on.
Fantasy based, and
very cool.
Yeah, I was hooked.
So I guess we should ask both of you, and you go in either order. Like, what's like your favorite game or one of your favorite games? I know sometimes it's hard. If you ask me like what my favorite game is, it changes. But like, what if you were gonna like, encapsulate like your favorite game or two that kind of represent some of your whole taste? What would you say?
I'm still gonna lean towards Vindication.
Yeah.
It was one of the ones I really started out with, and it's probably closer to open world than a lot of other games that say they're open world, just because you can go to any location and do whatever you want, and you move around. And at the end of the day, you're trying to get, the honor or whatnot, and
right
there. But how you get there, you really have a lot of freedom of choice. I like the color setup, the combining of colors. You can go fight monsters. You can go to this, Mage Tower or whatever it's called, and that's still, they have a lot of expansions, and you're not supposed to play with all of them at once, which we learned.
That is true.
Right.
Mike's got feelings about that. He knows. Don't play a learning game with all the expansions.
Don't throw everything in there as a teaching game.
And that's something.
I love that game so much. My first real board game table from Rathskellers is a hexagon table because of Vindication.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
right. So we could all sit around the table, be equidistant to the mat and everything.
Yes. One of the things I really liked about Vindication is sort of that manipulation of your resources. You know what I mean? Where you're pulling from the different pools and kind of bouncing them around. I thought that was really neat, how that worked. So you, so is it the play style? Is it the theme, or is it a great combination of both for you that pulls you in?
It's a great combination, you know, because normally, and you know, Bill will tell you, if I play a game, I like to play like vampires or angels, and right, Vindication doesn't have any of that in it.
Right.
So it's really just when you sit down and you have fun, even when you're losing or you don't win, I guess, right? Because you're grabbing these allies, and you know, I have so many cards now, right? It's different every time. You grab these allies and they do special things for you, and you feel like you're going on this journey, and they're helping you with their different powers and stuff. Right. So yeah, it's really a combination of what it brings to the table.
Sure. All right, Bill. What about you, sir?
I like dungeon crawls.
Okay.
I really do. One of my favorite, and it's going to be, you know, we're going to go into a top listing here, but one of my favorite is Tiny Epic Dungeons.
Oh, right on.
I love that they have so many different characters, all asymmetrical. They all do different things. It's got icons from hell. I love that. And, you know, for somebody just getting into gaming, they look at it and they're afraid, they run away screaming. But, you know, you start to learn what they mean and how they work with the game. And we'll go more into that game when we go into this countdown. But I really like leveling up a character, gaining equipment. A lot of people want to collect things. I think that when you go through a dungeon, you need to use what you find. Drink the potion. And so we're going to make it to the end. People are like, oh, I've got 24 potions. You haven't drank any of them. You've died 3 times.
Right.
You know, you
aren't using dang things.
Yeah.
Use that spider claw and use
Leave the healer.
I'm terrible about that. I played Last of Us, and like I got to the end, and I killed the boss, and I still have all these rockets and stuff. It's like
just like board game collectors. I'm a completionist. I've got to have everything. Do you ever use all those expansions? Probably not, but I got to have them.
Same.
You know, well,
same.
People do that when they go on a dungeon crawl. They collect things and they don't spend those gems. And, you know, I'm going to save them and build up this hoard. For what? What are you going to do? Retire and buy a castle? No, play the game. Play the objective. But yeah, I'm into dungeon crawlers. I like that. I like deck building. I'm a dice guy and he's a card guy. So I'm the roller of the dice and he is the top decker.
There you go.
So
Nice.
we all have
Dice
our
guy.
own skillers. You know.
Oh, you're the dice guy. I'm the Yu-Gi-Oh cheater top decker.
part
No.
of the cards.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I draw the right card I need in that moment.
That's it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, now when you are designing games, now I know you say for fun, do you start at a mechanic that grabs you, or is there a theme and you're like, I want to build a game around this theme, or is there something where you're like, I feel like if I could do this with this spot and then that triggers this, you know what I mean? And you start working with like a mechanism, you know, do you have one or the other that vibes more for you? Like a lot of people say both. I'm just curious.
Yeah, for me, it is actually both. Sometimes it'll be the mechanic first, or it'll be the story, right? Since I do a lot of writing, sometimes I'll see a mechanic and I'll be like, oh, these characters I could make a game using these characters that fit this mechanic in this world, right? I think you need a little bit of both. You know, I know one drives your design more than the other. The last few games I've designed, one was, you know, started with the mechanic, but because of the world I put with it, and because everything for the world had already somewhat been created, it allowed me to flesh out the mechanics that much faster.
Oh, sure.
Right, because it made sense in the world. You know,
You can,
like,
yeah. Gives you
Yeah.
a pathway for the intuitiveness of the mechanics, right?
Yeah,
So-
exactly. Right. So they kind of go hand in hand. I mean, I guess there's been some games, since I can't draw to save my life, right? Where I'll find an art pack and then I'll make the game around that art pack.
Oh,
Right?
sure.
So I'm like, oh, I want to make a game, and this person, you know, released this art pack. It's got all these icons in it. So I'll make the game based on all the icons of that art pack.
Right on. How about you, Bill? You got a preference for a starting point?
I've got about 10 games that are anywhere from the beginning through almost completion. And I'd like to say that at least 7 of those came to me in dreams. I have a
There you go.
dream about something that's happening. You know, when people start a new job and it's a repetitive thing and they go to bed at night and they just keep repeating it and they can't sleep. Well, I have these puzzles that come to me in my sleep. And sometimes it's just the mechanic and it's just black and white. And sometimes it comes in and I can see the whole story, and I'll get up the next day and I'll write all that stuff down. I'll sock it away a bit and then I'll play with it a little bit and say, hey, look how this works together. Look how this works. You know, one of them that I'm working on is these spirits are in this forest that has become corrupted. And these people have come from all over the country to free those spirits, but they're gaining reputation or infamy, whether they bring them back to their people or just let them go alone. And so you have this tracker that starts in the middle and you sort of lean towards good or lean towards bad, but those are just bonus points because you're getting bonus points by going out there and collecting these lost ones and freeing them from this plague. So it's a really cool thing. And it's, you know, it's maybe halfway in the work. But it was an idea that came to me in my sleep, and I thought, wow, that's really cool. It should be a game.
There you go.
People need to know about it.
Now, do you are you guys going to like self-publish? Are you going to try to get them signed? Do you have a plan for the publishing?
So I self-publish my books because, you know, normally when you go to a publisher,
you mean these?
Yes. Oh, you've got website up. Yeah. I actually have them here too because because when you go to a publisher, they have very specific metrics or things that they want. And for me, characters are the heart and soul of anything I create. So anytime a publisher wants to change the characters and their core values, then I kind of shy away from that a little bit. So the board game one's an interesting one. I'm planning to self-publish. But if a publisher came up and said, hey, we really like your game, we want to publish it or, you know, do whatnot, then I'm open to it, right? I'd be interested in it. I know I've already shown my game to a couple of folks and they're very interested in it. It's a boss battler with emotions where you're kind of running around trying to, quote unquote, tame the emotion by using their energy and stuff. It takes a lot from Primal and some of these big adventure games that I've played. So, but yeah, so that's the big one is whether now it's okay if they want to take the mechanics and apply it to their own world. You know, I'll pull the characters back and I'll create some other game with them. But you know, I just don't want the characters to go off and do things that they normally wouldn't do.
Sure.
Yeah. And for me, I think it depends on the scope of the game. You know, like the Gearheads I'm telling you about is a small card game, very few components. That's something that would be easy enough to drop over to the Game Crafter and, you know, just have a crowd sale on it and maybe get some of it done there, not Kickstarter material or anything like that. But some of the other games that the one Planet Bazaar, I mean, it's a big space game. And that's something that I would probably have the idea and the basic design for it and then hand it off to somebody who could really do something, you know,
hopefully really
art.
Develop it. Yeah. And then there's always like Game Crafter for like the smaller ones, right? You can actually, and we have a friend, a local guy. Gosh, what's the name of that game, Bob?
Magnus Rex.
Magnus Rex. That's a big Civilization game, and he put it on Game Crafter. Yeah. And man, I've got my copy of it over here somewhere. But yeah, I mean, so it's kind of cool that there's lots of avenues, you know, for you to kind of get it out there. Yeah. And then, you know, Kenny's palling around with you know, BA Games guys, and I see him at you know, at Origins, and then just this last year at Gen Con. So
single guy, he travels.
The great thing about that though is it gives you those opportunities to kind of meet industry people and network and everything.
Correct.
So that's all good, man. That's great. I love it. I like it. It always feels really good to get to be creative, and it's even better when you can like do something with it, right? Like you guys, you know, you've got a nice playtest group built in, and then you've got Kenny writing novels over there, you know. So if you ever needed, if you came up with some mechanics and you're like, hey man, I need a theme for this thing, you know, you got the ideas guy right there. He could color it all out for you, flesh it all out.
All together. Yeah, so Tennessee Game Days, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that one. That's on my calendar, November 7th. I think Chris from Moon Saga Studios is running the God, I always want to say Unpub, but you're not allowed to say Unpub.
So it's like the what do we call it, Bob?
Protospiel?
Protospiel, yeah. So is he running like the Protospiel room? Like
yeah. So I want to bring a couple of our games to that one just to get them a little more exposure and see how people feel about them.
Mm-hmm.
How come we can't say Unpub? Is that like Gen Con like copyright?
I think it belongs to someone.
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Maybe
unpublished.
Right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Double exposure company that it very well could be a trademark by them. I could see that.
Yeah.
We got to get you guys our rundown bump though. You had 215 subscribers when we started. We got you one more. That's you guys are slacking over there.
Hey.
That's what we're gonna aiming for.
No, we're gonna get you a handful more. You guys need to step it up over there in the chat. Come on.
As long as nobody leaves the channel. Like, oh no.
210, no.
What would we call that? The rundown crevice or the
crevasse?
Crevasse.
Run out.
Yeah. I think the stream setup is getting better and better as I update the camera and the software and all that jazz. And you know, audio is always a challenge. Lighting's always a challenge.
Yeah, Kenny has done a great job with the setup. In fact, we've had companies that are super successful that make board games actually contact him and say, "What are you using as a setup?" I mean, video and this, and you know, I bought a camera. He's bought everything else for it and everything, but it's just evolved as time went on. If you go back to the beginning of our page there, you'll see some videos that look like, you know, Blair Witch Project or something. They have evolved. And then I do solo games at the house. I have a single overhead Mevo, and I do solo games on a blue table. I have no Zoom. I have nothing. I lay out that, talk, play the game. And so we put those on the channel as well, the Wizards table versus the big table. So
sure. No, that's good to keep putting out content.
You guys are doing just fine. You got at least 20 years on Tim, and he still won't hold his phone the right direction for sure. So
hey, I just started doing it. I just started doing it better.
Does it flip?
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It was probably the most boomer out of all of us. So,
and I'm not even the oldest.
That's right.
Yeah, but you know, that's not saying a whole lot. I apologize. I have to keep leaving. My girlfriend is on the way to Hawaii, which means I have to make sure my dog gets out when she wants to go out because Bob knows what happens if she doesn't.
Yeah. So. Oh, you want to let me out? I'll just go right here.
Yeah. I'll go in a different room while you're not watching.
The kids have priority.
That's right.
Yes. And of course, she's an attention whore. So my dog, that is.
Yes.
Glad you clarified, right?
You know, so Mike has the closest elbows I've ever seen out of anybody, though.
What?
He said you have very moist elbows because your dog likes to lick elbows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loves to lick elbows.
So do you guys enjoy playing boss battlers?
Yes. Yes.
Would you like to kind of see what I've been working on?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
So should I send you a link or share my screen?
Share your screen. There should be a present option at the bottom. And I think it'll ask me to allow it.
There it is.
Yeah, at least screen sharing is easiest with two monitors.
Unless it's because I have one, but it should still.
We should have room for it. Should just allow it. There it is.
Yeah, I'm just making sure it'll do more than one at a time.
There it is.
It clearly is.
It's there.
So there you go.
You can see it?
Why can't I engage with
it? You
that?
should be able to.
I have to remove the other one. That's why. That's why.
Right. There we go. I was going to click it. I was like, I see it.
Yeah, full screen that bad boy. Let's see what's going on here.
No, let's flip it around so we get all of it on screen. There you go.
Are you seeing it full screen?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so this is my boss battler. So I've actually been playing, so it's not reset. But I'll just kind of go over just the one cycle of how this kind of works. So these are your two characters. You either dual hand or have two players, and they all have these special abilities. And the way you activate the special abilities is by rolling dice. So at the beginning of your turn, you'll roll your 5 dice, and then you'll sum them in any combination you want to activate these abilities. And unfortunately, I can't move the mouse while I'm doing that. But so if I use 2 to 4, I can activate this ability. If I do 5 to 8, I can activate this ability. And I feel like that gives you a lot of flexibility in choosing what abilities you want to do with a little bit of randomness in with the dice.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing with those? You are fighting against this boss in the middle. So, for example, I can discard a die to move. I can spend a couple dice to attack. I'll deal some damage. But the key is in the boss's responses over here on the right. So let me enlarge this board just so you can see what it kind of looks like. You see all the symbols there?
Mm-hmm.
Those are symbols that are on the dice. So when you use dice to activate an ability, you're going to choose the highest value dice, take the symbol off of it, and you're going to drop them in these slots here. And once one of these is all full, that ability will activate.
Nice.
So this one will say, deal damage to this person, et cetera, et cetera.
So if you don't want to proc that ability and you have rolled that symbol on a die, you could discard that die for a movement so that you're not feeding it to the boss.
No.
Or if you use it, it feeds the boss no matter what.
Yeah. If you discard it to move, you're still using it. It's just like, I guess that discard doesn't rely on the value of the die. That's
sure.
kind of like your basic abilities. So you always have the ability to move, to get an item, or to put up defenses, right? And then it's your other skills that are reliant on the values of the dice. So if I really don't want to activate this one with the water drop, then maybe I'll take that water drop symbol, which is like a 4, and I'll pair it with like the sun symbol, which is like a 5, because it's only going to do the highest value die, right?
Oh, sure.
But you're contributing to the sun now, right? Which is a bigger ability. Mm-hmm. So you're kind of trying to manage which abilities are going to trigger when, so you take the least amount of damage as possible.
That's really interesting, because then you might fire off like, okay, I'm prepared when this ability fires off. I'm going to be prepared for it because I know what they're going to do. Nice.
Now sometimes you get stuck where you kind of have to like force an ability to trigger so that your partner doesn't take too much damage, because some of these hit everybody, right? So you don't want to just go running around triggering the boss's ability because your partner's taking a lot of damage for no reason, right? But dice aren't the only way to trigger the boss's abilities. You can see on the map here, the symbols are on the ground as well. So as you move from space to space, you're also triggering the abilities as well. And so the idea is you're moving, attacking, moving, picking up items, move back, attack, and you're just kind of running around.
Every time you run away, you provoke the boss.
Nice.
Yeah, and they all have kind of like different things. So this boss, all the negative statuses are placed on the battlefield instead of on your character board. And so if you're standing in that zone, you're affected by those negative statuses.
So it's an area effect instead of like a personal effect, basically.
Right.
So
and
nice.
That's just what this boss kind of does, right? And they're all different. This one, you take more damage if you're on the inside versus the outside.
Nice.
You can't attack from the outside, and you can't move from space to face from the outside. So again, you're trying to move in, attack, and then maybe use your last die to move out of the space and things like that. But she has abilities that drag you back in.
Nice.
Things like that. And I've just been working on it over the past couple months. This boss actually rotates the map, so you can't cross certain points, or you can't.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then she rotates them too. So you might attack her, and then she'll attack you, and this says rotate. So now you can't attack a second time right away.
That's pretty neat, man.
That's cool.
And it works. I've been playing it. I've ironed out a lot of the rules. You can actually play from beginning to end now. And these are the components I sent over to Hope Manufacturing. So I'm hoping they could send me like a mass production sample and copy and check it out and things like that. So that's my boss battler. And as we go over games today, you'll see that a lot of mechanics are like from some of my favorite games and how they work. And because there's a story behind all these characters and everything they do, I was able to just blend all that together into one, epic battle. If you
Hell yeah, that's cool, man. I like that.
So yeah, I think I saw you guys said you like boss battlers, and I really enjoy them too. I wanted to stay away from the type where you like fight all the minions and then get to the boss. I just wanted to go straight to the boss and be able to fight them.
Well, that gives you, I mean, that's something that sets you apart, right? From the other ones, like just to go right into the boss fight. The only one I could think of that kind of does that, except there is a preamble sort of story section to it, is the Monster Hunter board game, which is really good and I love it. But to see something that looks like smaller scale, a little tighter, is pretty interesting. And also, like, this is completely different, like mechanically and everything. So, okay, the only thing it has is like it's like a third cousin to the Monster Hunter board game.
A distant similarity.
I almost backed that one. I ended up going with Primal. It was kind of a shame. I think they were both I think Primal was like January, and then Monster Hunter was like February. And they're big games. They were expensive, right?
Yeah, they were.
And I ended up going all in on Primal. And so, you'll see some Primal mechanics in here as far as triggering a boss and moving around the boss and things like that.
Is Primal good?
Oh, I love Primal.
Okay.
I really love Primal. It's really good because you feel really good when you get like card combinations off. They do it a little differently where it's like different types of cards will trigger the boss. And the bosses will do different things to prevent you from taking actions.
And if you're interested in Primal, you can go to Wizardofmoe Games and look at like 10 playthroughs.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
Primal, right?
There you go. That's the, Bill, that's actually the correct answer. Oh, do you like Primal? Kenny, you need to just say, look, man, why don't you decide for yourself if it's good? Go watch all of these playthroughs. You got to watch all of them to have a good opinion. You don't really have a legitimate.
Sorry.
No, you don't have a legitimate opinion until you watch every playthrough all the way, start to finish, and then click on all the ads and make sure you give everyone a thumbs up. Because if you don't, you're just not going to have a valid opinion of the game.
Well, that's one of my
just die a bunch of times.
That's one of my favorite things to say is, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, leave a comment. If it's negative, we'll ignore it, and if it's good, we won't respond.
There you go. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump in and show you guys that because I know you guys like boss battlers.
Oh yeah, that sounds cool, man.
Get this out to some of the conventions.
When you've got a physical copy, or if you ever want to play that online or something, we can figure something out, man. I wouldn't. I mean, friends of the show are friends for life, man. So if you're
perfect,
you're trying to get something made, let's go. We'll work with you. We're happy to promote our friends. And,
are you gonna put that on Tabletop Simulator?
So it's on Screen Top. And the nice thing about, are you familiar with Screen Top?
Mm-mm.
Oh, so it's like the newer version of Tabletop Simulator.
Okay.
It's not 3D though. Like
Okay.
Tabletop Simulator is like 3D, and I usually get messed up with all the rotation. None of that stuff is just straight 2D.
Okay.
And the nice thing about it is you don't have to have an application. All I have to do is start the game and send you the link, and you play it in the browser.
Oh, so you don't have to go through Steam and everything?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's a TTS I can play.
Exactly. That was, I love TTS, but like the way TTS is, it's like the other people got to download it and they got to run Steam and all that stuff. This one, you just give the link and they just get to play in it just like that. So
that's accurate, David. He said I ignore all the comments because they're all negative about me. Also, so David, earlier, he had said that he went to a game store tonight, played Raiders of the North Sea. His wife won, and then came home to help his daughter with their calculus homework. Man, better him than me. I can't do calculus. And so he said, then what did I miss? So basically, you just missed. Bill played some tasty punk riffs on his bass, and he at the beginning of the show had no beard, and he has grown it out completely. In the 34 minutes we've been talking.
On my head.
Amazing.
Yeah, well, it all just migrates down, right?
That's it.
I want to see that time lapse.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Every time Mike gets up to let the dog out, that beard grows another inch.
Yeah. I know, mine hasn't even moved.
Bill's taking all the big beard energy. It's going.
I know.
Mike's yours might start shrinking as Bill.
Yeah, it might.
They're gonna have to fight.
Yeah, my small beard energy is being absorbed.
Yeah, it's got to come from somewhere. He's pulling it from
Do you
somewhere.
even beard, bro? Oh,
Usually the flowers all in the area just wilt as the beard grows, but now he's just drawing it from his opponents.
You guys are giving me board game ideas. Imagine
You're welcome.
your player board, you got a beard, and you're trying to grow your beard, hide the other person's beard.
I'm going to play my Clippers card, which
I'm
is
trying to get it long enough to where maybe I can braid it and put some beads in it.
there. You go.
Definitely.
Closer to the Vikings then. We
I'm
got
all
Sea
about
Beast
Vikings.
coming. That's that Viking game. You got to have it ready for that.
Yeah, you could dye it like purple and fork it. You know, you could. There's lots of things you could do with it.
But the white, come on.
The white is solid, man. It looks great. It's very stark. You know, like it looks good.
Mine is slowly getting there. These white ones are trickling in at a rate I'm not comfortable with.
What is that?
Yeah, you know, when you're younger, you have the dark beard and you find the grays and you pull them out. Now I'm looking for the blacks and pulling them.
You got to get rid of all them dark hairs. It's messing up the flow.
Yep.
You just got to own the gray hairs.
Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper.
Yeah, acting like I understand bearded people.
Fox bat, very funny.
I speak their language, Andrew. I speak their language.
Tim,
I'm not among them.
Does yours just naturally grow in all white trashy like that?
Yeah. I got the Joe Dirt. I got the Joe Dirt problem. It's nice and patchy. I don't even have to shave.
Yeah.
All right, I guess eventually we should talk about games that we like to stream for obvious reasons, because that's what you guys do on your channel quite a bit. Which, by the way, whoops, it's not back. There it is.
It's a
we
zombie
got
hand.
2 new subscribers on the board game right now, Bob. I'm still watching all of you, though. I will be refreshing and judging, so we need more than just 2. So obvious reasons why you picked it. Do you guys have parameters for like what makes a game good to be streamed?
Not really. Just trying to come up with a topic, just to, hang out and chat with you guys. I know a lot of streamers do the, favorite top 5, top 10 or something like that. So I thought by doing the streaming one, we would kind of limit our top ones because we didn't necessarily stream them all the time, or we had different experiences with them. So I know for a lot on my list, I picked the games that we streamed that, either had a lot of fun with or looked really good or something crazy happened.
It's a new one that just came in. Let's learn it this week and stream it next week.
Things like that. It's kind of how we made our list.
So Carlos coming in with our hot questions. He always does every week. So he wants to know what is the sweet spot for game length when streaming, and then does it differ from your ideal non-stream game length? So do you like longer games, but it's better to stream shorter games, or vice versa, or do you guys even have a preference?
I think 2 to 3 hours is probably the most attention span you're going to get out of people for a stream. And we've streamed longer games just because we kept playing and it wasn't done. It's not finished yet. We need to keep playing, and that'll come up in this top 5 as well. But I think ideal is just 2 to 3 hours to keep an attention span. We were doing it where we would stream one game and then go to another, but we didn't want to break the stream and somebody show up and say, "Oh, I really want to see that game, but I got to go through an hour and a half of this one."
Oh, sure.
The second one, So, but we're learning how to split things up and how to manage that type of stuff.
Even timestamps, right? Like, not to say something super obvious, but just something to consider, because we get people all the time on our videos. If Mike doesn't put timestamps in that thing 30 minutes before we go live, which is actually impossible, somebody's like, "Oh, I like this video, but I wish it had timestamps," and I get it. And Mike does a really good job of getting the timestamps up usually by the next morning. But if we stream late, if we're going late, it's kind of hard. Like, "Oh, I'm going to stay up, and do the timestamps. I'm tired. I want to go to bed."
I've heard it said that streaming games is the lazy man's way of not editing your material. where those record and edit and change their camera angles and do this, that, and another. They say if you stream, you're just lazy. You don't want to edit anything. Well, that's true. That's true.
Well, you know what though? You know what though? I mean, yes, it's convenient, but there's a talent to doing stream the right way and keeping people engaged.
Correct.
I mean,
as soon as we figure it out, we'll let you know.
Yeah, once we figure it out, I'll sell it to you for 5 easy installments of $39.99.
Yeah. Well, see, right now it's pretty easy to interact with our audience because we have one guy that shows up every time, and we know who it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't see the board from
he just showed up.
Huh?
Mark.
So
you probably saw Mark Etheridge in there. So he's the guy that when we're streaming, we're like, oh yeah, we haven't heard from Mark, and then he pops into the channel like we summoned him or something.
There it is, Mark Etheridge, right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's just so funny. We'll hear nothing throughout most of the stream night, and then we'll mention his name, and then he pops up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's great. Well, thanks for popping up, Mark.
Yeah,
really
thanks,
appreciate you, man. That's awesome.
So back to your point about like editing being the reason why you'd want to stream a game. There's something to be said for workload versus output, though, right? I mean, like if you spend a whole bunch of time on behind the scenes getting videos ready, sometimes you can get bogged down in that process. So it's nice to have low entry point to getting stuff that's visible, So no shame in that whatsoever.
So the shorter streams definitely help with the editing, and then we only started a few years ago. The more and more, the guys stream, there's less pauses, there's less there's, less of all those things that we used to go in and try to cut out. And initially we have started on Twitch, but Twitch is better for kind of like you stream and then you forget it type thing. It doesn't have a great library for going back and viewing videos. And so that's why before I would stream it on Twitch, download it, do some editing, then upload it on YouTube, right? But now we just stream it on YouTube and it automatically saves, and I can go in and put, comments in there.
Yeah, stop the long intro at the beginning and cut that off.
Yeah, stuff like that. So, but Bill hit the nail on the head. About an hour and a half, 2 hours. People will watch it. I think we had a game that was like 6 hours just because we kept going and going and going, right? But to get people to sit down and watch the entire game is a challenge, right? So we try to keep up.
Another thing towards getting it in the good time frame between that 2 to 3 hours is that what we find is after we stream, we will learn a new game. That's our fourth right there. That's the ninja, the one at once. But we will learn a new game before we stream it. Because sometimes we'll open the box and play a game straight out of the box and know nothing about it. And that takes forever. And I think the audience sort of gets a little, oh, man. Yeah.
We're digging the rule book and they're like, come on.
So what we've been trying to do to cut down on that time is learn it in advance, have it set up on the screen, and then, start playing the game and sort of teach it as we go. Hey, Dave, how you doing?
All our guys are in the video on the stream.
Any kind of downtime at all in a gameplay video can really make people check out. So totally get that.
Andy, I'm gonna say Ark's streamable. A game has to be playable to be streamable, right?
Yeah, we tried to learn to play stream. You can check out the video if you like.
We did play Ark. Yeah, we streamed Ark.
And leave a comment about how difficult it was to do.
I kind of wanted to address this question from Carlos. So this is kind of something I have brought up to our group for the past couple of years. I think that these kind of games could actually be really fun, like streamed and or like, doing like the confession type of thing, I think it'd be great. The only problem is like you said, boring moments maybe for viewers, but if the viewers are in the know on who is who, then they get to kind of see how people are playing it. The problem is you can't have comments on it because you don't want people spoiling it. Right. I mean, most people probably wouldn't, but I'm sure there's, jerks out there who are going to be like, oh, Mike's Hitler, So.
Well, it's a good idea. We did a Cult of the Deep video.
Yeah.
If you had a green screen and had each player put their card up just to stream it out.
Yep.
and then everyone would know who you were before it started. Now you can start,
Start
betting,
playing.
playing your bets.
There are other ways to do it. If we had like a studio crew, right? Somebody that can background could like put that overlay on the screen, to
right?
Show who everybody was, and we as players just wouldn't look at the screen, so we wouldn't spoil it. But I think you got to have face cameras for those type games because that's where the most fun is, right? People's faces, and where they're hiding and they're smirking, and things like that happen. That's how you make those games, those secret hidden information games, really enjoyable on stream.
Well, Mike or Bob, did you guys have any parameters or rules you stuck to as far as streaming your games?
Yeah, I think some of mine really kind of address what's been mentioned. So one thing is the time. I do think like 2.5 hours is pretty much the longest I want to stream a game because people do start to check out. I tend to lean towards like hour and a half and less. Also, not a whole lot of secret information unless it's like a secret information game and there's a way to show your audience that information. Nothing that has like, and also because of that, something that has a central board and not a whole bunch of tableaus in front of players that are impossible to show, or like intricate player board information that doesn't translate well. So being able to keep everything visually in the center of the table that's not too long, that everybody can see, and games that are almost performative and have a ton of social interaction. So that's pretty much where all of my games stuck to.
Yeah, I like the crosstalk amongst the players. The jabbing at each other and the, what am I supposed to do here? Or, oh, you just stole my car. Some of that's pretty funny, and that keeps the audience engaged as well, as long as you have conversation instead of that everybody's thinking at the same time for 10 minutes and then you go, oh, is it my turn?
Right.
No, we don't want that.
No. I mean, I don't want that in real life, much less.
Yeah, especially live.
Yeah.
So we're working on it. Yeah, we're still, it's still a study for us. And I think we're getting better. If you go from the beginning and work your way up through, you can see that the quality of the videos, the timing of the videos, the rules clarifications. That's one thing I hate. I want to know the rules. I'm the rules guy. I read the rules so you don't have to. And so I will lay down how the game plays, how it works. But if we get halfway through that game and something comes up and we got to page through 54 pages to try to find this rule set, it's like, let's just keep going and we'll get back to it. And I'll try to find it on the side and then come back and correct it or whatever. So you got to learn how to deal with things like that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's just part of being a gamer, man.
That's it.
Part of being a gamer.
We played one game, we played it all the way to the end wrong, and then found a rule that said we've been doing this wrong the whole way. I don't think we posted it.
I don't remember.
We have definitely had videos where we have played something wrong and then somebody called us out, or during the teach, we explained something wrong. And it doesn't matter how many times in the comments you acknowledge, yep, we realize we did get this wrong. They're still going to, even a year after the videos come out.
Yeah. 2 years later, hey, you got that rule wrong. I know. Read the other 4 comments of people that said that.
Read the other 4 comments with a pin comment. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, sometimes if we play wrong, I'm just like, well, I don't care. We had a good time.
That's right. Yeah. And that's what it's about. Fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You guys,
we had fun playing it wrong.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's just what we would do with the game if we were making it.
You guys taking your double actions in Everdell Silverfrost, even though Tim has played all the other versions of Everdell way more than both of us. Oh, this one must allow double actions.
Not
Anyway,
the
let's
fingers.
get to this.
Are you pointing in the right direction?
I wonder who it was.
Oh, yeah. I kind of struggled with this a little bit. I don't stream a lot of games. I picked games that basically have you can play online, right? And you can stream them that way. And these are the games that I've kind of played the most online. So,
Yeah, I felt like you could do anything with this list. So yeah.
Yeah, I asked Tim for a suggestion. He's like, rules are for suckers. Do what you want. So I was like, all right.
That is an actual quote.
That's how
There's a
Tim
game
teaches
there.
games. And that's why we get comments like, hey, you played that wrong.
Well, also true. But what's important is we had fun.
This is how I think it should have gone. That designer didn't know Jack.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, there are games that we have fixed and
True.
house ruled. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Everyone does it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes
Hey,
you
we
gotta
fixed
have
Zombicide so good they copied us.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
And David, you're right. Lists are arbitrary, man.
They are arbitrary.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, before
That is
we get into
part
our
of the. Oh yeah. So I mean that is part of the fun though is the different ways you can interpret the list. So
Mhm.
right.
all right, I did say we were going to meander into this topic, and 50 minutes says we definitely did some meandering.
We have meanders.
But before we actually jump into it, we do have to get a word real quick from our sponsor.
We got a
Get your
sponsor.
games noticed with help from Lawhorn Design. Eye-catching backdrops, banners, table covers, signage, and much, much more. All shipped directly to you or your next big show. Fast, reliable rush orders are always available to keep you prepared and professional. Contact Lawhorn Design today for all your creative marketing, branding, website, and event display needs.
Hey, Kenny, you know Tony.
I love Tony.
Tony.
Yeah, Tony
Lawhorn.
from BA Games. Lawhorn.
Oh yeah.
Big guy that always demos the games for Sam. He's always there.
Yep.
I saw the shout out to I saw Forges on there and Cult of the Deep.
Yeah. He did their banners and
Did the
everything.
banners for him. So
Man, I might need to talk to him because I do banners for my my author stuff and all that.
absolutely. Tell him the board game rundown sent you.
I will absolutely do that.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, "We have literally taught
Here's
games
twice the
together at Orchard," and that's fine too. Tony's a big old sweetheart. He's a great dude.
Who
Love him.
sent you? What?
Yeah, huh?
Yeah. So speaking of playing bass, it was his idea that we do a top 10 favorite bands list.
Uh-huh.
So we're actually going to do that in November. In a couple weeks, he's going to be back. We're going to do our top 10 favorite bands. We decided to get our toes wet in that topic last week and literally just did our 20 through 11 favorite
Yeah, I
bands.
saw that.
So,
Mhm.
Yep.
good times.
Yeah.
Bill, how many of my bands did you play bass in that I didn't know?
Just one. Rush.
Rush, there you go.
Oh, wow.
That's a good one.
If you're only playing one, it's a good one to pick.
No kidding. We're amongst elite company, guys.
It's funny, he doesn't
I saw
look
that.
Canadian. His head doesn't split.
Hey, take off your knob.
Oh, he stole my toque, eh?
All right. Bob, you gotta as usual, we'll have Bob kick this thing off. It'll be Bob, Tim, then you guys, and I'll round it off. Bob, why don't you go ahead and give us your number 5?
Number 5 for me. Played this game a lot IRL as well, but I really enjoy the digital implementation of it. We've played it quite a bit. It takes care of a little bit of all of the fiddliness out of it. But After Us is a great deck builder with a lot of like the turn this in, grab these components and whatnot. And when you play that online, it really kind of streamlines it, does a good job. The BGA implementation does a good job with that. Beautiful art, cool game development there. I love how you're rearranging those cards to do your windows.
Build those frames.
Build those frames.
My bad.
Get all
What's
the
that?
good things. Mike's not muting himself while he's yelling at the dog. It's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, she's being This game's a blast on BGA because it takes care of. I don't think this game's fiddly, but like some people might not like all the resource manipulating. Like take some and then grab a little from here and then a few points from here.
Click, and it
Yep.
just does
Here's
all
a
that.
point.
trading,
Here's a
swapping.
resource. Here's another point. Here's 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I enjoy that. That's part of the satisfaction of playing After Us for me. Is like I feel like I'm getting so much stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then
This
like
game is
money,
just-
it just goes out really quick. It comes in, it goes
like
right
a-
out.
constant serotonin drip. Like a
Mhm.
whole turn, you're like, oh yeah, give me that, and oh yeah, give me some of that, and oh, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of this.
It's like going
This
to a
game's so
yard
fun.
sale.
Yeah, it is.
Straight to retail?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's really. If you haven't played this game is fantastic. If you like deck builders, I mean, you're the top decker, and
Yeah,
the
I
cool
love
thing about
deck
this is
builders.
it's a deck builder. When you buy cards, they go right on top, so you're top decking what you want.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just gotta match
It's
these
rolling over
boxes
there.
up, and then you get the resource in both. So
Yep.
on your turn, you're taking 4 cards and just trying to manipulate them
Yep,
to
you
get
lay
the
them all
most
out,
out
and
of
you're just kind of
the
moving them
layout.
around.
Yep.
Oh, I see that.
And you do it simultaneous, so you don't have to wait on
Yep.
people. You buy your cards simultaneous, so you don't have to wait on people. It really flies.
It's
You can play a 6-player
brilliant.
learning game in like 45 minutes. It's
It's
Yep.
brilliant.
really good.
It's
I'll
so
have to
good.
try that. Yeah, I love deck builders.
I
Yeah.
literally played Bob's copy at a convention, a small convention, and then went over and bought it because somebody had it for sale. A vendor went over and had it for sale, and I was like, I have to have this game. This game's amazing.
Yep.
This is a great streaming game again because there's no downtime. Everybody's doing their
Everybody's
thing
doing
at the
stuff
same time.
constantly.
You don't have to wait for people to figure out what cards they're going to buy. You either have the resources or you don't, and they're
Yep,
all
and you
face down.
face-
And you just take the top one.
Yep.
It's just solved so many things that would bog down deck building on a stream. Good pick, Bob.
Yeah, thanks.
So
Hold on.
What are you doing? Why are
He
you
knows
there
what
now?
to do. He's in the spot.
Oh, he's
Good
gonna
pick, Bob.
tap himself
There
on the
you go.
shoulder.
There
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
that's where you. That's the location to congratulate
Yeah.
yourself on your own pick, and then yeah, I got it now.
Oh,
I was very
you're
good.
there.
Yeah, I was like,
Very
what's going on? Oh, I'm over there. I was like,
What's happening?
That was
So
in the back for remembering the joke.
So I did a mix of games, sort of like what Bob just did, and then maybe what Bill and Kenny are talking about as far as like showing you physically playing the game, right? Like playing a game with the physical copy. So the first one that I will talk about, my number 5, that we play streaming fairly regularly, we haven't done it in a minute, is Flip 7. Flip 7 is a really easy game to show, even for us
Yeah,
to
it is.
play remotely, like away,
Mhm.
because just one person's controlling the deck, and
Yep.
you've got a top down, what cards you've got.
Yep.
And you see the cards, and you're just, hey, hit me, right? As you're going,
Yep.
and
Yeah, we play this in the stream quite a bit. Like I put the little name plates out so you know what pile of cards is yours, and I'm just flipping them out, and you're saying hit or stay, and
yeah, it's
works.
so elegant. It's so sweet and simple. It's so
It
good.
won, didn't it win Game of the Year?
It came runner up.
Yeah. Okay.
It should have.
think it
It
won
was
any
my
of them.
favorite game last year.
I mean the box is the best card game ever.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good game.
Yeah, it was
Look at that list.
okay. Origins Awards, but those are always
nominee, I
weird.
see it. Wow.
Yeah, this one just works really well if you're remote like this. You can play it at any time. You don't need everybody in one place, which is great.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Flip 7. That's mine. I'll throw it to our wonderful guests.
All right. Well, what I chose is my list comes off of games that we've actually streamed. And so we pretty much said, out of these, what was the funnest and what do we think was, the best game in the category? And my number 5 was Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era
Wow.
by
I've been
Chip
wanting to
Games.
play this game.
Now, not the Learn to Play 4-way. We had like 4 7-hour sessions, but Kenny and I did a 2-player, and it was so smooth and so wonderful, and it was great. And we haven't even finished that yet. We just got through the first chapter of it, but playing that with the delves versus the overland map versus the chips, I think it presents itself pretty well on the table, and I really enjoyed it. Chip Theory Games, I have all their stuff. I mean,
They're amazing, dude. They are amazing.
But that's my number 5.
Nice.
And right now they've got a campaign going on to expand that with the Heroes of Tamriel. I think it's got 2 more days left. So much more expansion.
Is that dog a first player marker? Because Chip Theory is really up there.
I see
Component
it. Wow.
Yeah. That sword looks like trash now.
That's
Yeah.
the metal dog.
Yeah.
So Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been wanting to check this out.
You should check out their video, Bob, and then you'll know if you want to check it out.
Getting all
Sure.
clicky over here.
Well, I have a lot of chip theory stuff as well. Like, and I've enjoyed like 90% of what I played from them. So
I mean, Hoplomachus, right? That's the most recent one.
Hoplomachus, Burn Cycle, Too Many Bones, like
Burn Cycle.
Even
Played
Roth,
Burn
the
Cycle.
area control Roth is pretty
Roth
good.
looks so cool.
Roth. Yeah, the color scheme is cool.
Yeah, vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mike, I would have told you to leave that screen up because my number 5 was Elder Scrolls as well.
There you go.
And we didn't collaborate on our list, just so you know. And
oh, nice.
2-player, we did not. I said the 2-player was the big
deserves.
one.
Yep, I was looking for it.
It actually fits on the screen. The 4-player is nice, but some of the player boards were off screen and whatnot. But once it was just 2 players, then we can push a lot of the maps towards the top of the screen, have our player boards at the bottom. You move the maps around, you move your character. And it's just a gorgeous game.
Plus, we had 28 hours experience by then. So,
sure.
Plus, being an adventure game, right? We could take our time reading the stories, going to the different realms, doing the different things. I really enjoyed playing this one. Enjoyed streaming it as 2 players.
Nice.
My number 5.
Well done.
Man, you guys are picking the heavy, detailed games for this, and we're over here grabbing the easy ones.
Man, Flip 7's heavy, man. Have you seen that rule book? It's like
I know
1 card. That's a lot to read.
It takes at least 15 seconds to teach that.
God, my eyes are glazing over if you go over 10.
We know
that streak. The streak of easy games to stream is about to continue as I do one that we actually streamed on the full 42 last year, and I'm talking about CDSK.
Oh, I like this game.
This is actually a trivia game that's good. That's actually fun.
Hey.
The basic premise is you're trying to move up a board, but you get more points and more movement depending on how risky you are when the category is pulled, because you can listen to the category and decide if you have a confidence of 1 or 10. That's how hard the question is. That's also how many points you get for getting it right. So you get to choose your knowledge and how much you think you know about the category. I love that. That just totally fixes. It makes it the best trivia game I've ever played. So this one made my list because we did play it before on a stream, and it's got that fun kind of social element that I mentioned that works well on a stream, and other people that watch enjoy trying to guess the question themselves. So CDSK is a great streaming game.
I'm the worst at trivia games. I will just get negative points regardless. I don't know what it is. I'm just the worst at it.
I don't know. This is one I think you would do okay at. I think it's. I think
what did we play at Gen Con?
It's simple enough.
That was that license plate one. It
wasn't
exactly trivia, but that kind of come up with the word
vanity plate.
Yeah,
vanity plates.
Yeah.
Yep. That one was an honorable mention. Maybe Bob mentions it, but yeah, this one, I just, because the easy questions are really easy, even if you know nothing about the topic. So if you want to just get a couple points, you have that option in this game. The easy questions are honestly pretty easy, and I like that it gives you that choice.
Awesome.
Yeah, they do a really good job.
Cool. All right, let's hear our number 4s.
All right. So my number 4, it took me 2 years to play through this game all the way. I've also played through it digitally multiple times, and most recently started it with Tim and a buddy of ours doing a 3-player playthrough of Gloomhaven. I see Mike is already on it there. Gloomhaven, it's a great game, dungeon crawler. I love that card system of you have so many cards and you're choosing 2, top action, bottom action, but that's also like you got to manage those, because when you run out, then you're done, you get exhausted. But there's just some cool story, cool characters with great art and asymmetrical abilities, and the digital implementation is fantastic. If you're feeling overwhelmed by those rule books and everything inside that box, you can, there's the Jaws of the Lion, which is a good entry point as well, but grabbing that digital version and streaming that, it can really help to get you to learn the game, and then you won't be so intimidated if you try to open up that big box.
That's true.
Yeah, Bob,
The
I don't
Steam
know if you
version
saw
of this is famous.
our glasses are the Gloomhaven
Yeah.
Classic.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
nice.
Hold on,
Okay,
hold on.
very cool.
Let's see
yeah.
that
I mean,
again.
He did say he likes dungeon crawlers.
Yeah, that's like the
earlier.
wizard and the scoundrel, right?
Or the mage, the purple one.
Nice.
Yeah, the purple mage. I forget what he's actually called. I haven't played him, but I play the scoundrel quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, you can see it in that screenshot there.
Didn't you just retire the scoundrel in our?
Yes, I sure did. And now I'm doing the little Beastmaster person. So, spoilers.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a
we played
bear.
that one. That was during our Twitch days, I believe, when we were streaming Gloomhaven.
Well, I think it could be interesting to stream the people playing digital Gloomhaven. You know what I mean? Like, because Twitch lends itself so much to video game streaming, anyways, right?
And changing the map tiles out and everything, that's crazy. I got Jaws of the Lion when it went on sale for like $15. It's like they were trying to get rid of all of them.
Yeah,
I haven't opened it yet, but I thought it'd be a perfect solo thing that I could stream at the house.
there you go, man.
Yeah.
Especially because you're already familiar with the rules, so you're just going to be able to like rock.
And
You know,
there's
you're going to
no
go through it.
spoilers now because everyone's played it. Did you get the buttons and bugs one?
No,
The
I did
little
not.
blue one?
I did not.
No.
That one's pretty interesting.
Okay.
Gloomhaven. Yeah.
I have Jaws of the Lion, Gloomhaven, and Frosthaven.
Frosthaven's been too much like upkeep and bookkeeping for me, so I'm hoping that when the digital implementation comes out of that, I can play it and get through it. Because I love like the mechanisms of the battles, but then like they add that whole another game of like, you know, you got to play a whole mission of building up your encampment, and that's just a lot of like some of the guys I was playing with. They don't really help with the bookkeeping part. So it's just like I'm sitting here for like 80-90% of that time just kind of going through the book and trying to level up the camp, and they're just like waiting for the next fight to start, you know. And so hopefully that digital implementation.
I will say that I am really grateful for the fact that Gloomhaven was available on PlayStation, because now I do feel like I could play my physical copy without being worried that I'm playing it wrong, because the video game did such a good job of teaching me. Because trying to learn that bitch out of the book was a nightmare. A nightmare.
It was tough.
Hopefully there's a companion app soon. I'm trying to remember that company.
Well, there is one. Well, Dized. I mean, Dized does tutorials and stuff. But there isn't. What's it called? Like Gloomy app or something, Bob? Isn't there one that does the cards for you?
Yeah. I think it is called like Gloomy Companion or something like that. And that will kind of track all the monsters. This is how you don't have a bunch of monster decks out. That'll track all of the decks for you, so you don't have to like shuffle 5 different decks. That can be helpful. Also, I found that just using dice, if you're doing the physical one, just use dice for the hit points instead of putting all those little tokens out. I have a bunch of little D6s. I just use those. It's way easier to get health.
Hell yeah.
So
yeah, I'm not going to find it, but there was a company that kind of did like a digital board. It's like a board, and so you put the map tiles on there, and it kind of knows where your character is moving.
Oh,
and they have the companion app. Actually, I think I have it as an app.
Okay. You get like a big flat screen TV. So no.
Yeah, that's a new thing.
No, you can do it through your phone too. Oh, the Bad Karmas.
Okay. I'm pretty. Did Foreteller do voiceovers for that one?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
But
I know they did it for Bard Song. I don't know if they did it for Gloomhaven, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping they'll do that for Gloomhaven, because basically all your character abilities and stuff are on your phone, on your personal phone. And then you have like a tablet that tells you what to do on the board. And then you can move your minis around the board. They're like magnetic, and you kind of know where they are and things like that. And I think hopefully more games will go in that direction to kind of remove a lot of that overhead, so you can focus on.
Well, Descent 3rd Edition does a great job with that. The app, and even their 2nd edition, if you play with the app, or Imperial Assault, if you play with the app, it does a lot of bookkeeping for you. And so really you just need to manipulate the board and roll your dice, you know, so it's going to tell you where guys are going, and you mark on, you know, you move your figure, you know what I mean, in the app. So it shows where you're at, and then the monsters and everything will move accordingly.
Anything that moves the monsters for you, you don't have to say, no, he'll go here. No, there's a trap. No, this. Let the AI do that, and then you play your game.
Or if I'm playing Gloomhaven, I'll just pull him into the trap with my Red Guard guy or whatever he was.
Right. Get over here.
Before I retired him. All right. So my number 4 is a game that Bob and I played, but we didn't stream it. And now I'm like, we could have streamed this. because it might have been interesting. During COVID, and we couldn't play games, together. Bob and I got to play an epic game of Star Wars Rebellion virtually.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
we played via Facebook Messenger, right? Like, so we were on a call, a video call, and Bob had a camera down on on the board, and then we both owned the game. So I set up my own board, and then Bob had the master board. So he ran basically control, and I made my board mirror his. And then the only thing we did differently was that I had the planet deck, so that when Bob was like searching for me, I'm showing him the card. Like, I'm not looking and seeing what card.
Yeah, you let the rebel player control the probe deck, so that way when they have to search for one, they can go through and search for one. But then when the Empire person would get 2 each turn, the rebel player just turns their head, holds one up to the camera so they can see one, holds one to the camera so they can see one, and then that's how they get their probe cards. Other than that, the game plays fantastically.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
And I mean, honestly, like, it's an excuse to play one of our favorite games. But during COVID, it really sucked, and we're all isolated and everything. And so it was really fun just to hang out with Bob for like 3 hours, and we're playing a game that we love, and it's an experience we talk about all the time. And yeah, man, it was awesome. It was really good. It was really fun. We literally just played it. Like, the only difference would be that we weren't online when we did it, like broadcasting it out.
Yeah.
But we could have done it.
Like, if we had StreamYard at that point in time, we could have just done it that way.
The show was only like 2 months old. Well, I guess it was a couple months old at that time, but we went on a little COVID hiatus because we were filming in a studio. Right. So, because COVID happened about 4 months into when the launch of our show, and unlike a lot of things that launched right before COVID, we actually made it through.
Yeah, wow.
Understood.
But yeah, man, it's awesome. It's like, technically we haven't streamed it, but we have played it virtually with physical copies of the game. And so we know it can be done. And especially now with like our capabilities and our experience and the knowledge we have now, we've gotten so much better, thanks to just time and experience. And then I always say, I don't want to be the smartest guy in the room. That's why I hang out with these bozos. So they help figure stuff out, and really shoot through a lot of things. And, we troubleshoot everything really well. And come up with ideas and stuff. So yeah,
that's it. Gamers will always find a way.
Yeah,
that's right, man. Oh, look at that!
Nice.
Look at that!
Game over teams. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, that's cool, David.
So we're on number 4 right now.
Number 4, yeah.
Yep.
All right. This is when we streamed. We learned to play before we streamed it, and it was Skyrise by Roxley Games.
Oh, these guys like Skyrise.
Yeah, we still don't know how to play it right, but
it was 5 players, and it took.
I didn't teach it.
Right at about 3 hours of play. It was fun. We really liked it a lot. I like, there wasn't a whole lot of analysis paralysis. I mean, you were pulling your stuff. You were playing higher than other people, and it was quick to learn. We really liked it a lot, and it presents well.
We had the deluxe version.
I can't remember who brought it. Dave has it.
Dave has it.
The
I think
Ninja
he had the
brought
deluxe
it.
version.
Yeah,
too.
and it's an awesome game, and we really enjoyed streaming that.
Right on.
I love this game. This was going to be on my list. It's got all the information right on the central board. The bidding is fast. There's 0 downtime. It plays pretty quick. I think this game is fantastic. I seriously considered talking about this one today. This is a really good game. I like bidding anyway because of the player interaction, but just using that as like its own little territorial control game is just really interesting. It doesn't play like anything I've ever played.
See, I don't recognize those components. So
those are the wooden.
These are the wooden ones. Yeah,
they were the deluxe.
We had the
Listen, don't like. Kenny doesn't have time to see them ugly wooden components. He only has time for the deluxe.
Deluxe.
What the heck is that,
Great. And I like with the bidding too is that you either are able to overbid or not. And if you're not, you're passing. I mean, that's just it.
Yeah.
I don't have a number to beat you,
Yep.
so it goes to the next person and so forth. So
Still
there's
don't
not
have
a
the
whole
number.
lot of sitting around and bluffing
Mhm.
because
Right.
you don't have the numbers.
Yep. And I also appreciate that everybody's bidding amounts are asymmetrical too. If you play a different
Correct.
color, you have different numbers to bid with. That's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the math on that.
Somebody somewhere thought it out.
Yeah, no doubt.
I love this game. This is a really good pick.
We haven't played it in a little while, but yeah, it's really good.
I keep bringing it, and we just haven't had a chance to play it. You notice anytime we're going to a meetup or something, I've got this game in the bag. I just think it's like easy to teach and approachable and still great.
I love
Mike,
Camel
bring it
Up,
to the
Dave.
next Gen
You
Con.
are right.
Bring it to the next Gen Con. We'll play it.
There you go.
So I'm
Doesn't
up
take
next.
much.
My number 4 is called Quests and Cannon.
Love this game.
I love that game.
Oh, okay,
That's,
nice.
You know, I
Love
got
this game.
Kickstarter, I got it in. I was really excited about it, and I think I kind of like vaguely mentioned it on the Kickstarter page because I was asking a question, and the designer was like, "Well, we want to see you streaming," so he came on while we were streaming it.
Oh,
It was just chaos.
I love this game. This game is so
Yeah.
cool. This
Yeah.
game
Played
is so
2v2,
freaking cool.
and it was
It was
fantastic.
So fun. We played 4-player. Did we do 2v? No, we did everyone for themselves.
Yeah.
On that
Free
one,
for
but
all.
yes, 2v2 was an option.
We did was it 6 players, Bob?
Yeah, we played 6 players, 2v2v2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it was amazing.
That was chaos.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love games that can accommodate up to 6 players. I mean, table-wise, it doesn't take up that much space because you just got the mat in the middle. And so if you can seat 6 people, they can all see the board, they can all reach the board.
And you just need your own player board, really, to be able to
That's it.
manipulate, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah. So I had my little ship, going around. I think I ended up with what I called the Black Pearl because I was the fastest ship out there. And
Nice.
I think Steve was trying to shoot everybody down. And
Yeah. I
So
like
it's
the
just
multiple
chaos.
paths that you can
Yeah.
take.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And one of our other guys, Steve, and that was one thing I wanted to bring up is our logo is the cardinal directions,
Yep.
north, east, west, and south.
Mm.
That's the ninja and emperor, the scribe, and the wizard. That's our 4-player name.
nice.
completely
That's what
by
they-
accident, by the way.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, in sync when they came up with their names, just
Yeah.
trying to figure out what letters. I looked at it and I said, wait a minute. If I take this letter and this letter, it's all the cardinal directions. So we didn't pick cardinal directions and then try to come up with names for it.
Yeah, but what I was bringing was that the scribe always feels like he is taking the same path that he wants. And he's like, every time I want to go a certain direction, he's stealing it from me. He's stealing it from me. Why do I always have to follow you? That's how we sit around the table. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
Oh, he always
My-
follows me. I mean, this is
My
so-
brother-in-law gets pissed every time he has to go after Bob.
Mhm.
Always. And like usually he realizes it like 3 turns in. Why am I sitting next to Bob? Like every
Yeah.
time. And it's because he accidentally sits next to Bob because he likes Bob for some reason.
Well, it was like we played Galileo Galilei, and he was sitting to my right, so he was going before me, and he kept taking my spot. So I'm like, "Dang it, dude!"
Did you call him out on it? Be like,
No,
you
well,
should
I
have
mean,
been
a
like,
little bit.
why did I
He's
sit
like,
next to you,
"I was gonna
Patrick?
go there," and he was like, "Good."
Yeah,
We have
that sounds
fun.
right.
We like
That
to
sounds right.
reason about it.
You got to, man. You got to.
It definitely changes the dynamic when you play a certain way for a long time and then you reverse or you have 2 people swap. It changes everything.
It does.
I'm used to like Bill's always calculating, but now he's not before me. So I'm like, I have no idea what he's going to do before me now, this other person. So
That's
Yeah.
by design.
my number 4, Quest and Cannons.
The longer his
Yeah,
beard
awesome.
gets, the more clever he gets.
I can hide pieces and cards under here.
There you go. Yeah, it's perfect. You just gave Mike an idea. I could tell.
Yeah, Mike's like,
He looks like he's thinking.
Hmm.
All right, Mike.
Oh,
What's your number 4?
My number 4. So I don't know. I've talked about this one a lot lately, but I can't get enough of it. This was an Origins release that just did trick taking in a way that I had never seen, and that's with dice. It is mythical dice. This is my favorite trick taker right now, and it just elicits these celebratory moments that I think would make it an entertaining watch, because instead of sitting on a hand of cards and knowing what you're able to play, you're going to make a bid based on the color of the dice before you roll them, because this is basically Skull King dice that got reprinted. So you're going to bid each round, and each round you're going to get dice for the number. So if it's first round, you get 1 die. In the 8th round, you get 8 dice. And you're trying to bid before you even roll your dice. But the dice have really interesting ways of settling tricks where certain flags can come out, and these are auto losses, but these mythical dice here will automatically beat any of the numbers. But the best dice in the game can still have these white flags that will make you lose. So you have these very improbable, crazy random moments in this game that can make or break a trick. And I just think it would translate well, because the amount of celebrating that happens when you roll the exact thing that wins you a trick, and it was only one side of a die that allowed that to happen. I love this game too much to not talk about it again.
Boy, I can't wait to play.
Is
Can't
it
wait to play
team
my
play,
copy.
or is it all one for all?
Everybody for
It's one.
themselves.
It's yeah. No teams.
Cool.
I see those dice and I just want to roll them.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, this is really good. It's super interesting. Even like the shittiest dice has like a 7 on it, so it can still beat a lot. So you're like not bidding on those shitty dice, and all of a sudden you roll a 7. You're like, oh my god, are you kidding me? You're gonna take a trick, and you didn't want to take a trick.
Yeah, because you can also bid 0, and if you get 0 tricks, you get 10 points for the round number. So if you're able to pull that off in like the 7th or 8th round, score 70, 80 points for not taking tricks.
No
Otherwise,
bid.
it's
That's
like
nice.
you're putting a bid and you're getting 20 points per trick. So yeah, 70 or 80 in a round is a lot of points in this game. So it never feels like there's a runaway leader. It's just always interesting all the way down to the very end. It's a ton of fun.
Cool.
And Tim still hasn't played it.
I have not. I got it, but I haven't played it yet.
I mean, we should maybe just play it and stream it the next
We
time
should
we're
play
in the
it
studio.
Friday.
I can't play it Friday. I got kids, dude.
Oh,
it's
right.
Halloween.
Mike and I will play.
Yeah, tell me how good it is.
We'll tell you how good it is next Wednesday.
Dicks. We should play it Sunday.
That's a
We can play it
Halloween
Sunday.
match.
Well, we have stuff to film for Sunday.
Oh,
Stay
you guys
tuned.
suck.
Maybe we'll actually stream something on Sunday, and it'll be really cool.
There we go.
Oh,
Gosh, these guys
all
hate
right.
me.
The more you
Number
know.
3.
Yeah.
All right. So my number 3, this one specifically doesn't have a actual like perfect board game representation. There are different versions of this game that are board games. But when it comes to streaming, if you check my Steam hours, I have played this quite a bit. But Civilization 5. I have streamed the bejesus out of this. I play like online versus people, with people, teamed up, against, solo. Like, it is, in my opinion, like the best version of the Civilizations. It was the first one. They went to the hexagons, and they are the bestigons.
You say that until we play Joyride, Survival is Fastest.
Well, I'm not trying to go around in a circle with hexes. So
Listen, you said hexagons are the bestigons.
They
That
are,
is a
when it comes to Civilization
universally
games.
nope. That's a universally applied statement. You did not specify. Please continue.
Anyways, Civ 5 was great. Unfortunately, like some of the online streaming stuff, the cross-platform is not supported anymore, and it freezes up a lot. But if you get a chance to play with somebody that's on the same system as you, I definitely recommend it, because it's when I think of Civ games, this is what I want from a Civilization game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Big old
right on.
tech trees and development of your nation, world conquering, or
We
winning
should-
through
We should
culture.
look at streaming some board games onto Twitch. I'm just saying.
I would be down. We could, yeah.
I mean, even if we just did Path of Exile and we streamed us playing that, because we play a lot of that.
We sure do.
Just make a point once a week. Hey, we're playing this Tuesday night. Welcome to our Path of Exile game.
Yep. While Tim is talking real quick about Twitch, if you guys have an Amazon Prime account, you get 1 free Twitch sub a month. If you're not using that, I would love some of Jeff Bezos' money. He doesn't need it all. And
that's weird.
Yeah. So you can link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account, and then you just go on to Twitch, and you could scroll the bottom and sub with Amazon Prime, and it's free, and it helps the Board Game Rundown.
There you go. So. Or if you hate us but you like Bill and Kenny, which would be totally understandable, you could do that
as well. Well, did you guys stream to Twitch with your streams?
Initially, then we switched to YouTube, but I think now you can dual.
You can do both. That's what we did.
You can do both, but they said no, so it's ours. You know, never mind. Don't go to Wizardofmoe and do that.
Oh,
just kidding. You had your chance.
No, I didn't know you guys were on Twitch. I'll definitely go follow. I'm always working on something, and I'll have Twitch on the side screen.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
videos and things like that. So, I'll definitely
right on. Okay, so my number 3 is again a game that I think would be fun to stream, but I have not streamed it. I'm a big football fan. I love football season. I love college ball. I love pro football. Sometimes I love one more depending on what my team is doing. So if Notre Dame's doing well, college is my the NFL, because the Bears are my team.
Oh, my God.
The Bears. I haven't been excited to watch NFL football for about 15 years since they fired Lovie Smith, unfortunately, but I still do love NFL football, and I'm really lucky that my wife also loves watching football. So, like, I'm good, right? I get to watch football all weekend, and I don't get in trouble because she watches it with me or falls asleep because she finds it relaxing. I get way too worked up and like to yell at my TV. Anyways, the best implementation of a football game that I have played in board game form is a game called First and Roll. And basically offense and defense are rolling their dice at the same time. You're going to pick whether you are going to do a run play, a short pass, medium pass, or a deep pass, and you're going to select your dice accordingly. And you're going to like hide which ones you're going to roll, and the defense is going to pick the die they're going to roll, and they're going to try to defend one of those things. And it's got a magnetic board where you're keeping track of the yard markers and the yardage, and then certain plays will run the clock down. There's rules for punting and field goals and everything. And I just think if you got really creative with some of the commentary, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you got to be John Madden to do this thing, but there could be like a really fun way to stream something like this for the football fans like me. I know Mike also loves football down there. Bob's a football fan as well. Like everybody, right? You've always got more than one hobby. Most people do. And they don't always, the Venn diagram does not always cross over a lot. I'm lucky I got guys that like football around me too. But, there's definitely other board gamers that do not like sports at all. We used to run with a dude that told you if you like sports, you were dumb, which we don't really run with that dude anymore. Cause at least, you don't have to be a jerk about it.
Yeah, because he wasn't really joking.
No, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing is I will say horrible things to Mike and Bob weekly, and it's mostly joking. It's like 85% jokes.
Yeah.
Except for the really hurtful stuff. That is 100% true and genuine.
This reminds me of Pay Dirt.
I've heard of Pay Dirt, but I haven't played it. Yeah.
I have a couple of years of teams of Pay Dirt, and it looks very similar. So it's a light, stupid, fun game, but I get exactly what I want out of it, right? It achieves its mission. It sets out to do a thing. It does it well. And that's what it is. It's random, there's a little bit of strategy, because if you pick the die, if you pick the right defense, you have a much better chance, of counteracting what they're trying to do. But man, when you bust a big play, it's exciting. You get big reactions, and it's fun to talk trash. My niece and I play this every year because she loves football, and she loves to gloat over me because it took me forever to beat her at this game. Like she just, and she'd always be like, I'm in your head, because she would always pick the right defense all the damn time. So bad.
See, I was waiting for Tim to pause because we're supposed to say "Roll Tide" right at some point.
Absolutely.
I mean,
sorry, your connection's breaking up. We can't hear you.
My response to Notre Dame is Roll Tide, and my response to Chicago is oof, oof. I'm a Vikings fan.
I can tell by the beard. All my in-laws are Vikings fans.
But unlike most people, I don't get nasty about it.
Oh no, let's have fun.
Nasty about it?
Yeah.
I
No.
hate that in sports.
But our
No.
Friday and Saturday night stream
and
is based on when Alabama's playing.
That's fair. Now here's the thing is also like I love talking sports with sports fans, and especially if I don't like your team. Like if you just go, I hate Notre Dame, they suck, and I'm like, well, what team do you like? And they're like, oh, I don't know, I just don't like Notre Dame. I'm like, well, that's crap. Like have a team.
I just want to root against your team, not for somebody else.
Yeah, no, have a team, and let's talk ball, like that's.
I say, may your team win unless they're playing mine.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Actually, and everybody that Notre Dame plays, I need them to win every other game of the season. Like we are going to kick the crap out of you. Now you go do the same to everybody else. So we look really good because we beat you.
Right. That's
so, no, I love it, man. Hey, you guys can roll Tide all day long. You might actually have the Heisman Trophy favorite as your quarterback, but you still got a couple teams to get through. So we'll see what happens.
There's some tough ones. All right, I'm going to move on to number 3 here, and we discussed it before. Tiny Epic Dungeons.
There it is.
That Gamelin Games. Scott Alms. He is a genius. He's a genius. But we put the win to loss ratio in this game has got to be 30-70. I mean, we've only won it a couple of times, but it makes me want to start all over again and play it again. Pick a different character and use the different abilities. Dungeon crawl, reveal rooms, find traps, use potions, cast spells, get items. I mean, it's perfect. It's colorful. It's fun. It's light. There's a lot of icons, but you can work through that. And it leads into they have a campaign out for Tiny Epic Dungeons Adventures. So they're expanding upon this to where they actually have like a Gloomhaven book that goes beside it, and it has a map, and you go through the dungeon, and then you come back through to the end. So
I'm a fan of the books as the map.
Correct.
Thing.
So they've added probably 16 more characters to the game. They've added more map tiles, more monsters. You don't just have goblins. Now you have orcs or something that you're fighting against. I love it. And you can play it as simple as you want or as hard as you want. You don't have to put the expansions in it. But I just love the game. It plays well, and I think it presents itself well on stream. And if everybody, it's cooperative, but I'm going to help the group more.
Yeah.
So the reason he says that, right, is so we have the playmat too, so it makes it very easy to center on the stream. But we always have this debate of do we all stick together or do we split up sometimes, right?
You have to explore.
Split the party.
You gotta, but I dig I was the MVP. Like I love that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, when that torch keeps going down, and if that torch runs out, you're gone. So you have to defeat some of the minions in order to get that torch to go back up, so that you can find where the boss's room is, and then worry about that. Nice. But you got to kill all the minions before you can unlock the door to get into the boss. So
I gotta look at Tiny Epic Dungeons because
it's so awesome, and you need to go deluxe with it.
Yeah, because I didn't buy it. Bill had gotten it, and I loved playing it. So when the new campaign went out, I went all in on the original.
On the old one, yeah. Because I've been kind of hit or miss on some of the Tiny Epic games, but this one sounds really good. And ironically, my favorite Tiny Epic game is Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea, the Gamelin Games, where it's not at all tiny, but it is definitely epic. But that Scott Alms beast is just a thing of glory. So, I mean, the dude is talented for sure.
And there's just so much you can do in that game. Again, open exploring. You could split up and go to 4 corners of the dungeon, and if you wanted, right? But can you all get back together and take on that?
Yeah, that timer Hey, death is coming. It's like we need to do something. We can't walk around and pick up every stone and look for every piece of treasure.
That's
we gotta
right.
Get moving. You got to
That's
get
right.
moving. Yeah.
Love it.
All right.
All right,
So my
Kenny.
number 3, mentioned it earlier. I don't know if it was a good mention or a bad mention. It's hex-based. It's colorful. It's Joyride.
I love this game.
I love Joyride. It is
Yes.
it's so beautiful. The board is so beautiful.
Oh, yes.
Now I know the expansion is coming out. And
yes.
they have the actual miniatures now. And I looked at it and I was like, I don't know that I want the miniatures because I like the wooden cars so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I was just like, the artwork on them and everything, how colorful they are, they look really good. But as we discussed earlier, basically driving around the racetrack. We had a blast playing this game. We're playing, with our group. Steve ended up, I think I hit him or something. He got turned around, so he just drove the racetrack in reverse or whatever.
Love it. Love it.
All the items you can drop, the weapons you can fire, and it's just a gorgeous game.
It's cool. And we learned in the rules that you don't have to cross the finish line in the cardinal direction. You can cross it backwards and still win.
Yes.
Still win the game.
I dig that so much. Steph has a really good question. We'll pause to answer really fast. So Carnival of Chaos is the expansion from Thunder Road Vendetta. It's completely different because Joyride is an actual race, and Carnival of Chaos is the Demolition Derby, like even more Demolition Derby version of Thunder Road Vendetta. So Thunder Road Vendetta, you can technically win by being the last car standing or by completing the race. I have yet to see the race actually get completed because usually it's the last car standing. Not a knock. I love that game. So that's not a complaint. But in Joyride, you can take all the damage in the world and you're still going to be capable of finishing the race. Just maybe not as efficiently as when you started. So I would say they're different experiences. If you want a racing game, I would say play Joyride. If you want a Demolition Derby game, I'm going to say play Thunder Road, Carnival of Chaos. That's probably the easiest way to put it out.
Points for doing damage and most points wins.
Yeah.
Because you can technically play Joyride without shooting anything or drop in.
Yeah, you can. Right. You could play it as a straight racer with a little bit of
Thunder Road is kind of built in.
Yeah, Thunder Road, you really need to kind of attack everybody else.
Yeah.
Where Joyride, you can just play as, Dale Earnhardt racing, Rubbin is racing, and you can nudge your opponents. You don't have to fire rockets and stuff like that.
Correct.
I love the chaos of Carnival.
I love them both just for different reasons. You know.
Yeah. One of them feels like Mad Max, and the other one feels like the Demolition Derby, but you have a finish line.
Yeah.
We haven't played Carnival yet. I have it. We played regular Thunder Road like 5 or 6 times. We need to open up
if
Carnival.
you like, I'm just going to go, I'm going to speak for these guys because I bet you they're going to say the same thing. If you like Thunder Road and you play Carnival of Chaos, I don't know that you'll go back to Thunder Road. I think you will always play with that Carnival of Chaos expansion because that Carnival of Chaos unlocks just like the madness and the insanity that you experience when you go in there.
You just can't use like the big rig on the Carnival Chaos.
Right.
So if you want to use the big rig and do that kind of stuff, then you would have to do the normal race. I wouldn't use the motorcycles in the Carnival Chaos.
I would not. They're too fragile.
So squished.
Too fragile. But I think Carnival of Chaos is amazing and a really great addition to the game, but it feels like a new game.
Yeah, it's definitely a different kind of game when you play that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it. We're gonna have to bust it out and play it here soon.
Yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. But I love your pick of Joyride. I really like Joyride. Thought it was really good. And aesthetically, right? Everything you said about that, it's beautiful. I think it looks great.
Although I do like the hot dog truck that I see on the campaign page. They got like the big truck with the big hot dog on top.
Yeah, I'm back and forth on the miniatures, whether I want them or not.
Yeah, well, the wooden cars make sense, right? Because the way like the maneuvering works and you turn, like the wooden car makes sense. Hopefully, the plastic one's shaped in like the right length, so
don't
it
dig into the board.
Yeah,
that's true.
Mike? All right, what you got, Mike?
This is one I think we've talked about streaming that has not happened, and I'm just going to steal some of Tim's thunder because
Do
he's
it.
been driving the bandwagon of this game since it came out, and I'm talking about Lightspeed Arena.
I will take all the credit.
The real-time action of this game, I think, would just be incredibly entertaining to watch. You've got 8 chips. They're numbered 1 through 8. They get stronger and have different beams that attack.
Kenny, you
randomly
played this
discard-
at Gen Con, right?
You introduced me to this at Gen Con.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
we did. Keep going,
I
Mike. Sorry to
got it.
interrupt
randomly
you.
discard. You got 5 seconds, and everybody's got to flip the top ship and put it down within your parameter that you've set on a table. You're going to continue to do that till all the ships are gone, and then this app will show you where those beams are aimed and do the damage, and you can defend, and there's meteorites that you can blow up for extra points, and most points wins. It's just a ton of entertaining fun in less than 10 minutes. I think it would translate incredibly well to a stream.
Hey, Mike.
That's a good idea.
Mike, throw me in that corner real quick.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on.
Throw me in the corner. Throw me in the corner. Come on. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. I jumped on this game at Gen Con.
So
You're welcome.
because of Tim, I did buy it. It came in like 2 days ago,
Yes.
and I bought the Black Hole expansion and the other expansion.
Yep.
And
Yes.
I know there's like there's an app that
You don't. Yeah,
send
you
you
don't need
out.
the analog expansion. You just use the app. You're great.
Right. But there's a way to send it to OBS, like from the app, so that I could show the digital screen and do all the cool effects on it while playing it. But, yeah, I got it a couple days ago.
Hell yeah,
that would
man.
have to be the way you'd have to do it. You'd need to be able to see the screen well.
Yeah, I mean, you could put it on the table, kind of like they have. No, with the
No, you want to show it. You want to show you want to be able to like display
Yeah.
the laser shooting and then the
Yeah.
game mocking you as you mess up and everything.
Oh, it has a taunting mechanism.
Oh, it does. Have
Oh,
you
it
played
does.
this yet, Bill?
No, I have not.
Oh, dude,
But-
I
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
would love
I'll
to
be
hear.
playing it soon.
I would love to hear what you think of it once you play it, man.
Okay, cool. Maybe we'll.
Yeah, I've got to open it. I've got to sleeve everything. I got to figure out whether sleeving them is going to mess with the camera.
Oh, sure.
Otherwise,
Oh, well, I mean, they're cardboard. You're going to sleeve the cardboard?
Yeah, it is.
oh, that's
cardboard.
right. They're tokens. They're not.
You don't
actually
have to
cards.
sleeve it.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. There you go. So it's already ready to go.
Kenny even sleeves his cardboard tokens. Everybody now knows.
He sleeves his chip theory cards.
Hey, I sleeve the hex cards too, by the way.
That's right.
you coin capsule your chip theory plays.
Chips.
Coin Castle.
That's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
That's a good
He's
one.
like, oh.
Yeah. We're gonna deluxify shame Kenny on tonight's show. This is really just an intervention. This
Intervention.
This whole thing, Bill reached out to us. He said, "Look, Kenny's got a problem. He keeps wrapping out all of his game components in plastic. We're here now to intervene."
No,
You know, I get complaints from my friends,
you know that we love you, Kenny.
especially
There
those who
Love it.
make the game. So they're like, "Have you played my game yet?" I was like, "No, the sleeves aren't here yet." He's
Mm.
like, "You can play without sleeves." I'm like, "Nah, I
Nah.
can't play without the sleeves."
That's a no for me, dog. I love it. I love it.
See you
Hey,
on the
Steph, we'll
replay,
see you in the
Steph.
morning. We'll see you in the replay.
Hey,
Steph is on the other side of the world, and he is on his way to work.
Yep.
So
thanks.
He's living in the future.
he is one of our regulars, and it's always kind of fun because he's like, "You guys are drinking whiskey and I'm drinking coffee as I'm going to work."
Mhm. Well, there's nothing that says you can't put some whiskey in that coffee.
Well,
Well,
maybe workplace regulations, but
maybe
maybe
an,
I would have something to say about that.
maybe an employee
Sounds like a
handbook.
standard.
Do
Standard
that and
weekend
then
for
play
me.
Lightspeed.
That's it.
There you go. There you go. Well, Kenny, I'm really glad that you enjoyed Lightspeed, man. It's always fun when you get hyped up for a game and then you get to show it off to your friends and then they get hyped because you feel like, oh, I helped with
I
this.
did that. I did that.
I did that. Yeah, for
And I
sure,
know
man.
these
man.
guys are gonna have a blast playing it.
Yeah, no, I hope you guys do. I really do. And Mike, great pick. Glad you love
Mine's
it.
still sitting on strength, but need to get that played soon.
Glad you love it.
All right, back to Bob for number 2.
Right. So for my number 2, anybody that knows me knows I love this game. There's a bunch of versions of it, but there's a great digital version of it that I've played online. I've played solo. Axis and Allies,
Nice.
1942.
Nice.
I have played the bejesus out of this game. Like, I played all types of like the normal actual board games. I've played the digital implementations of this. They've got like an app version of it that you can play on like an iPad that plays really well. It's just really good. I love World War II games. I love like big strategy games. People say like, oh, well, you know, it's got the same opening board. Certain people are going to do like certain moves each time. I always like to try to find, you know, new moves or just try something different. It's like, I'm going to, you know, take Russia and build a bunch of submarines or something, you know, like just try weird things with it. And I always have a blast. I love the pieces on it. And I think that it plays well with a stream. And like, I think if you had somebody who knew the game well, you could stream a digital play of this in 1 to 2 hours. You know, just keep clicking through, next, clicking through, next. And I think that'd be fun to watch.
I would watch, or I would definitely play Axis and Allies virtually. I think that'd be super fun to do.
And you're not like trying to like get all the little pieces. Or...
Yeah. No, again, it's sort of like Gloomhaven. It takes care of all the bookkeeping.
Yep.
I remember the old days, back in the 90s, used to play Risk with friends, but he had a computer, you know, but like it was all just kind of like, oh, it's your turn. Like come in, sit at the seat. And you just click, you know, as you're attacking and you're sending your armies in and you either losing or get, you know, whatever. And then you're like, all right, I'm done. You get up. And then somebody comes in and we're like, you took Australia. You know, you did, you know.
And then somebody picks up the phone and you lose your connection.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah. Playing a game with my friends.
Mom, meatloaf.
Don't bother me while I'm cleaning my room.
Yeah.
I told you to knock.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so good. That's a good one. Okay, so I got to be a little cheeky here. My number 2 is the worst game we have ever streamed, but we have had the most fun playing it. I'm going to make Bill and Kenny play a round of it for old time's sake. And I am talking about autocomplete. So back in the early days of the stream, Mike and I would play this. No, don't even bother. Don't hurt people. Mike and I would play this game called autocomplete that my brother-in-law gave me as a joke. So my brother-in-law is like a hardcore gamer. He got this shitty game somehow and then thought it would be really funny to give it to me for my birthday. So autocomplete is 100% accurate as of what did we say?
Or 2016 or
2017 when it was published. And so what autocomplete is it is a big old box of cards, and it is the search results from Google, like the autocomplete search results. So if Kenny or Bill were to type in "my grandmother is," I have the top 10 results as of the Google.
Oh my God. Oh.
Now again, this game is probably like 8 years old, you know, like, so the references are so dated. Like this is a game that exists perfectly in a time capsule. And then once you moved out of the month this was published, it was like immediately outdated. So Bill.
Okay.
My grandmother is, what do you think your Google autocomplete would be?
Looking for a date.
Oh, not there, but I like your answer. How about you, Kenny? You got one?
I would say dead.
Grandmother is Dead is the number 10. Great job. Kenny's on the board. Hey, Mike, you got one?
My grandmother is hot.
No, not there. But I
went for the
appreciate.
I went for the out there one. All right.
Yeah, out there. I appreciate the insight into your psyche. Bob, what do you got?
Looking for work.
No. All right, we're gonna go to Ken. We'll go to Bill one more time. We're gonna give Bill one more chance, and then I'll read the other ones that are on this card just to spare everybody.
My grandmother is suffering from a rash.
Ooh, I like it, but it's not there. It's not there. So the first one is my grandmother is a warrior. Second one is pregnant. The third one is haunting me. Then there is dying. My grandmother is a bike.
Okay.
My grandmother is going to die. My grandmother is my role model. My grandmother is talking to herself. My grandmother is crazy. And then Kenny's my grandmother is dead.
But dying and gonna die are the same thing.
Just telling you what's on the card. This Bob.
That's what the search result would come up with.
That's what the search result is, and you cannot. Right? You are already trying to get Jeff Bezos's money, right? Does he own Google?
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
Well, anyways, can't argue with the algorithm.
I think Palantir does now, actually.
That is.
I just want to make sure autocomplete gets the love it's deserved. We did play this game on our stream for, I don't know, several months.
Too many.
It is a 4.8 on PGT.
Hey, but to our credit, we made it fun.
That's it.
Well,
and that's what it's all about.
As fun as it could be.
That's fair.
It sounds like a fun game, though.
Oh, it's a dog shit game, but it's fun to play with your friends and just laugh at the absurdity of it. Which is exactly what you guys are doing.
That's your number 2?
That's my number 2, autocomplete.
I just said I was the worst at trivia, and I'm the only one that got points in that.
Yeah, that's right. So I think what Kenny has done is this lifelong con of being like, I'm really bad at trivia, and then he's gonna make his way onto Jeopardy and win the whole damn thing.
That's it. And then we'll have a game
I better make sure I log that play of auto.
Number 2 is yes.
Yeah.
Your number 2 is number 2. All right.
Yeah, it is. It is.
My number 2 is Abyss by Bombix.
Oh,
love this game.
And we have a stream where we did a 3-player using the Kraken expansion.
Yes.
And the new Deprofundus expansion, where they add the 10 unaffiliates, and they come in and they can steal your locations from you.
Ooh.
So it's pretty cool. We use the black pearls.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. It presents well. It's colorful. There's only 3 things you do.
Yeah, I love that art. Ooh, that new board. I like that face on there.
Yeah, that looks great.
The only challenge with this game is if you have the playmat. The playmat is massive. And I love the playmat. Everything fits on it, but it will never fit on a camera.
It won't fit on our camera, even if
So we always go back to the board.
So we go back to the board for it.
That's all right. It's still beautiful.
It's so simple to learn, and there's, we are competitive. I love the fact that you're exploring the depths. You're finding a really good number, and now you got to offer it up to everybody. Are you going to buy this for 1 pearl? And then another good card. I'll buy it for 2. And if you've got black pearls, you can use a black pearl to buy it, and now they're getting negative points. That's so much fun.
Yeah.
This
game gets a lot of love. My parents love this game.
Yes.
They don't play many games.
My wife is not a board gamer. She's married to one, and she's also married to a football fan. But she loves Alabama football, by the way. But
nobody's perfect, but otherwise she's pretty cool.
Sounds like a
she loves this game. And
that's awesome. She's got good taste.
The artwork on the cards are phenomenal. Very thematic game. It's a court, and you're trying to buy your way.
Yeah. Is this Bruno Feduti? Who did this? Or no, Bruno Cathala.
Cathala, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Bruno.
It's so ahead of its time. It still has a novel mechanic that I haven't seen. I figured I'd see another game use where other players get the option of taking the card before you do. I just love the way that drafting mechanic works.
And
Yeah,
I love
that is an amazing pick.
how all of the rest of the cards go into the council.
Yes.
But sometimes those wild ones get stuck in there, those negative ones, and you'll grab that and somebody's like, no, I wanted to get those, so it's a good way to get a lot of cards without exploring the depth, but the risk of getting that one with the black pearls on it.
Yeah.
So, it's fun.
Fantastic pick. Golly, I love this game. I remember the night Bob bought this game. He brought it over to my house. We popped the shrink and learned it. We were still relatively new to board games at that time. I mean, what was that, Bob? 2015? 2014?
I mean, it was the year it came out originally. What does it say, Mike? I thought you had it pulled up on BG.
Whoops.
Oops.
14.
2014.
Yeah, it's an old one.
So, because I remember that night. Bob was like, "What are you doing?" I'm at the game store, and he picked up Abyss, and he's like, "All right." And I don't live far from the game store he was at, so like he basically just swung over. Notre Dame had just finished playing. I believe they played Florida State that night because I love football that much. And then Bob, we popped the shrink on this thing, and we're like, oh my gosh, we'd never played a game like that before. Actually, you still have it, right? I mean, but that game had just such amazing artwork and everything.
Yeah, and I love how you're saying how it's my turn, but everybody else is getting first dibs.
Yeah, they get to pick. I'll take that card.
Have you played the small 10 ones? The little ones?
Yeah, exploring the depths.
Yep.
No, Conspiracy.
Conspiracies.
Abyss Conspiracy.
No, haven't played Conspiracy.
It's just a small 10, and they have all 5 different faction covers. They're embossed 10, and you open it up, and you have location cards, you have the factions, and you have location cards, and you're building a pyramid, a reverse pyramid, and you get points for colored factions that are in a line with each other. You score the highest scoring card of each color. You get Conspiracy. It's pretty cool too.
Yeah,
so hell yeah.
Yeah,
it's got the same mechanics as far as the keys and your
the same pictures, and you got keys and stuff. But if it's on a table, you can play it outside. You don't have to have the board and all the components and stuff like that. And I mean, it's only this big.
Yeah,
sure.
They have a new game coming out in the Abyss world. I can't remember the name of it. I showed a couple of photos of it. So,
but Conspiracies is good too. It's a quicker version, but there's nothing like the original Abyss. I mean, you can't.
No, hell yeah, it's great. But I'll definitely have to check out Conspiracy.
Yeah, we're all big fans of that one.
All right, Kenny.
While Bill's was underwater, my number 2 is in space.
Ooh,
where you hope not to die.
I like that.
It is Unsettled.
Oh, Bob. Wait, no, Bob doesn't have Unsettled. What do you play, Bob?
Yeah, it
sounds like. Oh, do you play Unsettled?
No.
Oh, I had this and I traded this.
I played it like once or twice, but I haven't played through all of it. But it's really cool. The components are amazing.
Right. So we love this game. So you have the core box, and then you have all the planets. I think originally there was 9. I think I've got like
real difficult co-op, Tim.
Very gorgeous game, easy to set up, but there's like a lot of trays for it. So the trays kind of sit on, kind of the outskirts of your play area of your stream. But the fact that these cards come out, they're face down, you're exploring, you're moving, you're getting these, scientific anomalies and all these things like that. It's a very gorgeous game. It's very like story-based too, especially if you're streaming. So you can be reading the story, you run into an opportunity, you can read what's going on there. The writing in this game is like next level amazing.
Yeah,
it is very funny.
Writing.
Yeah, very funny. They use very big words, complicated words. They
tongue in
them all
cheek
together. Yeah.
Now,
I got all the planets.
Now, Kenny, I got a question for you because I'm not an author, but I am an avid reader. When a game tries to give you lore or story and it's badly written, does that like extra bother you because you're a creator? Or do you forgive it because you're like, well, they're trying?
A A little bit. Sometimes, I mean, but I don't look at it from an author perspective. I look at it from a consumer's perspective.
Okay.
You know, as I'm reading this and, you know, there's a lot of mistakes or the story doesn't make sense, you know, I kind of start skipping ahead in it and things like that.
Or just if you're like, okay, like I see where this is going, like from 100 miles away, right? Like, oh, your shocking plot twist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of those. You know, I know some people say, oh, you know the end, but it's about the journey. And I'm like, oh, no, I kind of like to, I don't want to know where it's going.
Yeah, surprise me a little bit, right? Or I guess if you're like, if they actually do this, that will be incredible, right? Like if they set it up in a way where you're like, oh my God, are they really going to? Then yeah, but no, okay. Because I've had some games not be ruined, but they've definitely been dampened by poor storytelling when they lean into it.
Yeah, especially when they lean into it. You know, Unsettled's a little different. I mean, I guess there is a beginning to end story, but then some of the little components in between are just like little snippets of your exploration on the planet.
But if you're enjoying the story, that's different, right?
Yeah,
They
and
did a
most
good
of the
job.
story is leading you as to what you have to accomplish to get to the next page.
Gotcha.
So it's like, hey, you're going to need, you figure out you're going to have to do this, and here's what the physical, mechanical part of what you have to do. And once you complete that, you can turn the next page and say, woo, you just made it, or whatever.
Right on. Right on.
So one thing I'll say to your point about, you know, books, movies, games, etc., is when they're formulaic, right? So I don't necessarily like the formulaic ones all the time because, like you said, you kind of know what's going to happen next and stuff like that. So, you know, Unsettled being, you know, you grab a planet and you don't know what's going to happen because everything in the game is crazy. Very unique, like life forms and things going on these worlds. And it's like, oh, okay, we're going to get on the ship. We're going to do this. And like, nope, the ship falls off the cliff and it's gone.
There's a lot of surprises.
Love it. No, that's great.
And there's 3 or 4 scenarios per planet.
Yeah.
And some of them are order specific. Other ones you can just take task C and try that. And it's brand new, completely different than A, B, but you have the same locations, but they might be unrevealed or spinning or. So, yeah, really good game. I like it a lot.
That's cool.
It's also one of the few games without like combat from like based on like what it is with exploration and doing all that. But there's no combat in it.
Combat at all.
Right. And still does a really good job of keeping you engaged and making it fun. So.
Right on. I dig that.
Unsettled, Dying in Space.
Yeah. Sweet.
All right, Mike.
All right. Well, I mean, we already talked about, you know, our love of watching sports. So I guess I feel like that to me translates to enjoying watching dexterity games. So like I've enjoyed watching people play crokinole. So why wouldn't we enjoy watching a game of tumbling dice, Tim?
Oh, Mike. Oh, you're hitting me in my feels.
Tumbling dice is fantastic. You're just going to flick your die onto these platforms. If it does not cross that line, that is the Rossi line, and you're going to say, Rossi. If it does cross that line, it's ×1 on the top, ×2 on the second shelf, ×3 on the third shelf, ×4 on those little pegs at the bottom. Everybody's going to flick their dice, knocking people off, and wherever they land, you're going to multiply them. It's a blast. We've played it so many times. It's become a tradition for us to like play it at the end of conventions. And the only thing we've done is we've created a short for it. But I just feel like watching a whole stream of this would be hilarious and entertaining, Tim.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you could do it again, right? You do it with some of the commentary. You do it like where you can hear us trash talking each other while we're playing. Because this game is not without its trash talk. Oh my God.
We just need a top down and then a mic right by where you're, you know.
And usually it's just me swearing as my die goes off the board. It's like usually what it is, but I don't care. I love this game. It's so good. Oh, bless your heart, Mike, for putting this on here. And also actual footage of my misprinted board. But here's the fun thing, boys, is if Bill or Kenny, if you play tumbling dice with me on my board, if you win, you get to sign it with your winning score. Because my board was misprinted. And so when you put it together, the ×3 spot was actually covered up because they printed it upside down. So I took a Sharpie and I just wrote X3. And then we were kind of like, well, wouldn't it just be fun if the winner signs the board? And so like I literally bought Sharpies to keep in the box. I've got like gold and silver, and it's full of signatures. And then when my board fills up with signatures, I'm gonna just buy a new one and we'll do it again. I just love this freaking game. It's so much fun. And what's really great about it though is that like everybody bought into it, right? Like I was literally playing this at Gen Con, and like I was playing it with some friends that I only know basically from Gen Con. They watch the show. Shout out to Brandon and the Atlanta group, Saki, Ginger, all those guys. They were friends of the show, right? They were from Atlanta. They came up to Gen Con. We found them and we started playing. We found each other. We started playing games together. And so I had Tumbling Dice with me, and we're playing Tumbling Dice right in the demo hall area. People would walk around and stop and look. And one guy we didn't even know, he's like, I was like, do you want to play? And oh yeah. Andrew, I did man, she tried like 4 times. Bless her heart.
And I was going to ask, how many times have you signed the board after solo play?
Oh, solo play? I still can't sign the board after solo play, Bill. And Bill understood the assignment. I love it.
That's awesome.
We should
this
give
is
credit
awesome.
to the Rossi that
Yeah.
It looks like they toned out a while ago, but that's
No,
fine.
but
they just scroll way up.
But I love that everybody bought into the signing of the board and getting into it, and just just the little traditions of it. It has made the game epic. And Mike, thanks for putting it on the list. I love it.
That's awesome.
I just think it would be entertaining to see these games be played. I definitely leaned into entertainment.
I mean, if anything, just to watch me like roll around on the floor and throw a tantrum because somebody knocked my die off the ×3 or 6 spot or 4 spot or whatever, so.
If I'm losing, I'm going to be eyeing your die there.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's the right move.
I may not win, but I'm
taking you down with me.
That's called the Canadian Assassin, coined by Reed Mascala, who just intentionally would take people out, didn't care where his landed.
Yeah, he's the nicest dude on the planet. And when he plays Tumbling Dice, he is pure anarchy. Yeah, and so, we dubbed him the Canadian Assassin.
That's great.
I picture like him trying to come back into the country and be like, it says here, AKA the Canadian Assassin. Would you like to explain that to him before let him try to cross back across the border?
Oh shoot! Poor Reed.
Pull out Tumbling Dice. Let me show you.
Yes.
He's got a board. Oh.
Oh, calm down, guy.
Hey, come on, guy.
That's funny.
All right, Mike. Well, cue us
up to
down to the final one. Let's hear it, Bob.
And now for something completely different.
Yes, let's go.
So, like I said at the top of this list, I wasn't really sure where I was going to go with it, what I was going to do. But when we talk about streaming games, in my life, I have put 7. No problem, Tony. I hope you're feeling better. I have put 7 years of my life plus into this game, streaming it nonstop, hours on end. Like the amount of ridiculousness I have done to this for this game in order to play. But Final Fantasy 11,
you just went straight video game.
Straight. I streamed this game so much that like when you talk about games that we streamed, that was the first thing that popped in my head. The first thing I put on my list. I play the crap out of it. Now, how much entertaining? I mean, some people watch it. There are people who do Twitch streams of this still. Mm-hmm. The game, people still play this game. It was one of the first MMOs. Some people were playing EverQuest. Some people were playing WoW. I was playing Final Fantasy 11, and like I said, I played it for years. So I love Final Fantasy franchise, and I loved this game. So I just want to take an opportunity.
No. See, Bob, this is what I meant when I said you do your list. Like this is exactly it, right? This is a game you put a lot of time into. You played online, and you love it, right? Now, had we thought about like Twitch back when you were putting all this time in it, might have been a different.
I don't think it existed back then.
Fair.
Sure.
But I'm just saying though, right?
Yeah.
Like, so 1,000,000% disqualifies for all of those reasons. So hell yeah, man. It's your list. It's games you would stream, you would play. So like,
I played a lot of Final Fantasy X2. I did play this one a little bit too.
Yeah. This one, man, I tell you what, because like I had a couple of hernia surgeries, and my parents came to pick me up and take me back to their house to like, convalesce and whatnot. And they brought my computer. And so I took it down in the basement because there's a bathroom down there and there's a big TV, and hooked my computer up to that. And you have to run so much in this game, like run from this point, run over here, run over near to this. Because they're not like, in WoW, there's a lot of fast traveling. And so it's easy to get from like point A to point B quite often. But in Final Fantasy 11, you do it a lot. My mom would come down. She's like, every time I come down here, all you're doing is running. Is that all you do in this game is run? And I was like, mostly. But then, like me and a buddy of mine from back in the day, he played the game longer than I did. And, but just hours on end, like, 6, 8, 10 hours, just you get in a good party and you're just earning experience points. You're grinding away. You're leveling up. You're getting new gear. And man, I miss those times, simpler times. And now we've started to do some of that with PoE that Tim had mentioned earlier. Not quite to the extreme of 11, but yeah, Final Fantasy 11, man, it's right here.
If you missed the drop, you had to go from zone to zone to zone to go.
Oh yeah, well, and they had the thing with the notorious monsters. So you'd have like this one dragon or this one orc that would spawn, and he drops like this black belt you want, or this one guy drops this ring that you want, and everybody's just kind of waiting because he spawns either this spot, or this spot. So everybody's waiting. You get your fingers on like your buttons, waiting to do like your fastest attack that you have. So as soon as you see it spawn, you click on it and you hit it just so you can claim that monster, so that you can try to kill it and get the drops. And like I did a lot of that kind of stuff. There's a octopus I remember that spawned once every 24 hours, and then there was like a 30 to 45 minute window that it would spawn. And I would have to go to work. And when it was, I knew it was going to be spawning, I would put my character down in that area, back out of the way so he wouldn't die, turn off all the notifications except for death notifications. And then I would go in there and I would see when that monster died, go back, calculate how much time. Okay, so it should be spawning again in this window. And then I would just keep track of that time.
I remember going over to Bob's house, and he would have his computer on, and he's like, no, I'm just waiting for a thing to come up.
Yep.
I mean,
trying to get a time of death. That way I can know, when I can get people down there, because you wouldn't be able to kill it yourself. It'd be a strong monster. You have to get people. So you'd get a time of death. And so finally, okay, hey, it's going to spawn at 5. Are you available? All right, I'll meet you down there. My character's already logged in.
Man, I remember going to Bob's Play Rock Band. It'd be like, what are you doing on your computer? Oh, I'm just getting in this area because the thing's going to spawn, but it's not going to spawn for like 4 hours. It didn't make any damn sense to me, but at the time it didn't, but now I get it. Yeah, that's awesome, Bob. Great pick. Love it.
All right.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
To quote West. To quote West. I love that for you. Okay, so my number one was the first one I thought of because I thought it would be fun to stream either the physical or the digital version. I think either way could go. I have not as much time as Final Fantasy 11 as with Bob, but like I have invested hours upon hours, even hours this evening while I was waiting for the show to start on Slay the Spire. This is a game that is entertaining to watch. It is because I would want to watch and see what other people do, right? Like, what's your strategy? What's your strat? How do you get into there? But the board game implementation is great.
It is.
I mean,
really
they did.
I was worried about it. When it came out because I played the game on PlayStation. And
Same.
I was like, this is cool. And then I said, a board game? How are they going to make a board game out of this? And
Bill,
we played it. And I was like, oh, this is so cool.
When that Kickstarter came out, the cranky old Gen Xer in me is like, nope, that's bullshit. This is a money grab. There's no way. And then we saw it getting played at a convention, like a real small convention. And we're like, well, maybe. And then like I started hearing really good things about it. I got my hands on a copy. We played it and we're like, oh crap, this is amazing. Like they did a really good job.
See, this is something that happens when Kickstarters come up. We'll all ask each other, hey, did you back that one? Because I'm not sure about it. And if you back it, then I'll play your copy.
Yeah.
But there are some games that we all have to have.
Dude, I played this solo. I played this with other people. It's so rewarding. I have the app on my PlayStation and I have it on my iPhone and iPad. So like I play it all the time. And it's different incarnations. Like literally, I was waiting for Mike and Bob to show up at a very small local convention a few weeks ago. And I'm like, well, I'll just set up Slay the Spire and I'll just play it solo while I'm waiting. And so I played the first act solo. Then some dudes like walked by and they're like, I'm really curious about this. Like, I wonder if it's any good. I'm like, well, do you want to play it? And they're like, well, yeah. So I just reset, taught them the game. Turns out they were some of Mike's old friends. Actually, it turns out they kind of knew who I was because of the show, but they were Mike's old friends and they knew about the show because of Mike. But they were awesome dudes. We had a fantastic time. They loved the game. And it's like, oh no, I've got to play Slay the Spire again because I got to teach some people that are curious about it. Just a damn good game. And I could see watching it on Twitch. I could also see watching people play a physical version of it, as well. And just awesome. Awesome game. Really enjoy it.
I almost put that one on my list. And, when the Kickstarter came out, I hesitated because of what you said earlier, I played the video game. I'm like, how are they going to really make this into a board game?
Yes. But
I watched a couple playthroughs. I'm like, all right, I'm going in. And I backed it. And then when I got it, we played it. I played it like 20 times or something like that.
Yeah, you're a smarter man than me, Kenny, because I waited.
Oh, you waited? It's tough because, I'm not sure that Dead Cells, had the same reception. It's another game adaptation.
Yeah, roguelite, right?
Yeah,
with Dead Cells as well, right?
So it's kind of risky, but I love what they did with Slay the Spire, where there's like separate decks with those characters, and you choose the deck that you want.
Amazing.
But there's still deck building in it, so you can go
Correct. Get rid of those crappy cards and put some really cool ones in there.
I love that game. That game is awesome. I hope they come out with more characters.
Well, the Slay the Spire has got the a new Kickstarter coming, and it's based on mods that people made for PC where you play as the monsters, and it's called like Down the Spire.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, so I haven't played the modded version because I've only ever played the app, versions on either my PlayStation or on my iPad or phone. But I guess there's a PC mod where you can play as a monster. And so this Further Down the Spire, maybe I'm putting a Nine Inch Nails album name instead, but it's like Down the Spire or something is what the new Kickstarter that's coming is called.
I'll have to check it out.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to back that because now I know how good the game is. That it's like, well, I'm gonna be pissed if I don't have it because I'm gonna want it because not only is it good, but it's a game I can get to the table. It's easy to teach, and it's really fun to play, and it's really rewarding.
I want to see, and the thing with another game like that is that they can add Slay the Spire as an add-on, and all the people that missed out the first time are going to add that, and they're going to make twice as much money on it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Bill. I'm dying to know what your number one is. Can you pull that game physically out of your beard? Oh, it's not in there.
It's too big.
So if Bill was a magician, he'd be like, nothing up my sleeves, nothing in the
beard. Vindication by Orange.
Oh, wow. So you basically just spent this whole list telling Kenny he was wrong, having Vindication so low.
No, Vindication. We have some streams of this. Took about 4 hours with 4 players, but it was so close in the end. Okay. And at the end, when you're tallying up that point salad, it's just like I look like I'm so far behind, but then I can catch up. And we've had so many games where 1 point decided the difference in the game.
Nice.
But this leads to Orange Nebula is one of our favorites. Chip Theory is one of our favorites, but they are releasing Vestige, which is like Vindication reskinned in like a cyberpunk theme.
Oh, I like Cyberpunk too.
So what they've done is split the board into 2 places. One of them was where you keep your resources, and the other one is where the map is. And now we're the 3 money makers, which is the gaping maw where you fight, and the place where you get the
Arcane Tower.
The three big ones, the green, purple, and orange. Now what they've done is created these characters and these bots. And when you go to that place, you get them, and they tell you to go to a specific place on the map to collect your points and collect your cards.
And so that's all Vestige. You know, like Slay the Spire, I'm on the fence about it a little bit. I did back it all the way just because I love Vindication so much and the open worldness, go do whatever you want. Vestige is more like streamlined, right? By going to these bots, they kind of guide you a little bit of where you can go and do things like that. So they've really taken what people love about Vindication and they streamlined it into a smaller.
2 small boards instead of the 1 giant board like that. And it looks really cool. And then I'll have to throw this in. I also back Spiritfire, which is their solo game. It's not out yet, but I'm real interested in that. And no combat in any of these games.
Look how beautiful that board is.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Hexes.
Yeah.
Hexes, Bob.
Which that's
hexes. Look at them.
These are the bestigons.
They are.
That's an interesting mechanic because it's like everything's hexes for the location, but you actually move between the hexes. And there are special powers that'll let you move on the outskirts of the board. Normally you can't move from one outskirt to another, but they're the companion that'll let you do that. So they've really taken a lot of different mechanics in there, and it's just.
And we always use the expansion that has the triangle in it, because that triangle is an extra action, and where you put it on the board could earn you points or allow you to move cubes from potential into influence or influence to conviction, but you can't put it in the same place twice. And what's really fun is when you put it out on the board and then you get the card that allows you to move all the players, and you get 2 points every time they cross over that. So you play that card and you move every player across that thing twice, and you earn, 4 or 5, 6 points.
Yeah, I banned that card.
I know.
Ah.
You've been on both sides of that.
Well, I abused it.
Yeah.
And then I banned it.
And we always play with the treachery expansion. And those are black cards, and every one of the colors have blackface cards in there that don't count as that particular color card, but they cause you to lose a little bit of points before you get this really cool ability that's, sort of screws everybody else over. So I like that.
I see you're looking at the expansion. So I ended up buying Chronicles. What's the big box called?
Archive of the Ancients.
Archive of the Ancients.
Yeah, I got that too.
Just because I had everything Vindication, and they made this massive box that everything fits inside of.
Mm-hmm. And there's promo cards all over Board Game Geek, Dice Tower promos where you get little sets of cards. And I've got all those put in the game. I love it. It's one of my favorite games. In fact, they first kickstarted it as Epic, The Awakening. And there was some sort of lawyer thing about the name, EPOCH, Epic.
Oh, right.
The Awakening. And they ran into some lawyer conflict with it and pulled it down. I backed that original one. I had the original rule book from it. And then they came out and named it Vindication after the fact. So I followed this thing from day one. It's a good game. If you get a chance, go check it out on our YouTube channel. You can see us play a 4-player game. It came out pretty close. It presents well. It's colorful. It's beautiful. And that's it.
Don't forget the cards. They used your card. Can't read that down there. Oh, I can't read. I can read it. Card name. Oh, those.
Oh, yeah. When they ran the Kickstarter for it, they had fan created stuff. So we're going to create a booster pack, and what we'll do is present these questions, and you vote on things. You can go from here and go from there, and people would put in ideas for names or for special abilities or for things that you can do. And there's thousands of people putting in there, but one of the cards that I suggested, one of the powers, is in the game. So
Nice.
Most of your characters, you use influence and put it on them to activate them. Well, my suggestion was use one of them to where you could take potential and put it on it to activate them. And you only get one color, but you're getting that potential out of that potential block, and it goes back to influence when you recover it. So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, my number one is perfect for the season. It is probably one of the more popular solo games. Any guesses?
Final Girl.
Any other guesses?
Oh,
No, you got it.
It is.
Final Girl. I probably played like 50, 60 games of Final Girl. I have season 1, season 2. I just got season 3. The only thing I didn't get was the Krampus one, I believe. I got the influencer ones, where they had influencers as characters and things like that. I've played so much Final Girl. I've only streamed like maybe 3 or 4. The mats, I got the play mats. They are perfect for stream, actually. Based on my camera setup, the 2 mats on top of each other kind of perfectly fit in the frame, and you can see everything that's going on. But if you haven't heard of Final Girl, it's basically a trope where a female character is the last one standing against some threat, right? So they've got all the famous ones like Aliens. They've got the Jason type. They've got there's the graphic there. They've got the cults. They've got all, and it's all mix and match. Hey, that's actually my video.
That's you.
Mike, that's copyrighted. You can't.
There you
pay him.
You're gonna get us.
We're gonna have to increase our budget.
The amazing thing about this game is it stays true to the horror, because you can die very quickly. You can die in hilarious ways. There are unfortunate events. There was one I was in like a space station, and I was like kind of trapped in the bay, and the bad guy was coming where he could accidentally shoot me out the airlock. And so I managed to escape. I got like a flamethrower or something, and I flamethrowered him until he went into the airlock, and then I shot him out the airlock, and I was like, oh, he's gone. But in Final Girl, when you or the killer dies, you have this last token you flip over to determine whether you still have health or what, whether you come back. And I flipped this token, and he came back. So the story was he was getting shot out the airlock, but he hung on, and he came crawling back in. It's very thematic, very great. There's a lot of dice luck in it, right? Because you can have really bad rolls and things like that. But I think it plays into the horror theme. When you watch a movie and the person's running and they trip and they fall, and you're like, you tripped over nothing, right? And that's kind of what it feels like when you do bad rolls and things like that. But yeah, I love this game. I kind of want to do a series where I follow one Final Girl through a bunch of different locations or something like that. And yeah, this is my number one game for streaming. Vindication is still my number one for playing, but Final Girl is like number 2 from that respect.
Your setup is great with the camera on you, the player board. Like, I love that, man. That looks really good.
Thanks. I was messing with a lot of different, ways to set up the camera, because you can see the board, right, from the top view, but you can't exactly see all the locations very clearly. So I had another camera set up to zoom in on the locations, so you can kind of see where my guys go or where the girl's going and all that kind of stuff. I just enjoy making different layouts for this game. And this game,
that's
really
sharp.
You
like
say you use OBS?
Yeah, I use OBS for all the layouts and all the streams and things like that.
Yeah, he's got an overhead camera. We have 2 of the front view cameras, and then we'll hang a phone down to do green screen.
Yeah, that's how you're
for
seeing
cards
the cards
and dice and
dice
stuff
rolls.
like that.
Yeah.
So
Love Final Girl. I was hoping to get a game of that streamed either tomorrow or Friday. I think I'm out of time.
Friday's Halloween.
Friday's already Halloween, but yeah, Final Girl. Love that one.
Hey, Brandon, welcome. I already talked about you guys, so shout out to the Hotlanta group.
It was funny watching my video because I don't know what happened to that game, but I was like this and like this. There's no audio, so I'm like, what was I doing? That's funny.
All right, Mike, we're dying to know.
My number one game to stream. I went with something else that would be entertaining and a lot of fun to watch somebody run. And I'm just talking about one of my new favorites, Hot Streak. I mean, watching somebody run this ridiculous mascot race. So yeah, basically you've got a deck of cards that is going to move one of these 4 mascots here. You're going to set aside only so many of them, not use them all. And then you've got a deck of 3 cards, and you can throw one of them into this, and then somebody's going to reveal the cards, continue to move their mascot. I just cashed a bottle of Heaven Hill bottled in bond. But yeah, a mascot race, but you're placing bets on it. So you've got a snake draft where you're going to grab one of these bets, and it can be that one of these mascots wins, or there's side bets where they get disqualified because these cards that move them don't always move them straight ahead. Sometimes they go right and collide into other racers. Sometimes they continue to move right and go off the track and get disqualified. Sometimes they get turned around and then get disqualified off the back of the map. So you can bet on a lot of these things, and you're just kind of watching this whole chaotic race transpire, and the most money at the end of 4 races wins the game. I have found myself enjoying this more than Ready, Set, Bet, which I'm already a huge fan of, but this one, just with you able to input a card into the racing aspect of it, and somebody can run it without not affecting their ability to play. Man, such a fun, entertaining game. Watching this race is hilarity.
That looks cool.
That looks like a good game.
Yeah, it's sort of camel upish, but not because of that sideways stuff going on. That's pretty cool.
No, this game is absolutely great. I'm really glad Mike has it. I cannot wait to get a copy of my own because I just have to have this freaking game because it's so funny.
Yeah, I like the little hot dog. That's pretty cool.
That's right. Look at the fish.
I like how you can see the little eyes in there, the mascots.
Yeah.
This box is amazing. It's got that dial on the side, and you literally just roll out this vinyl racetrack, and then it rolls back into itself. It's a great production, and it is a super fun game.
Now, does each of the characters have their own deck, or is it just a singular deck of cards you're using, or?
It's every character basically has the exact same cards that are shuffled into one deck.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some that will move all of them instead of just one racer, but they all have the same deck. You just don't know what cards have been discarded. So you don't know exactly. There's not perfect information because you take out a certain number of cards depending on the number of players.
Right.
But you can play this with up to 8, just like Ready, Set, Bet. But man, just your ability to influence the race, I think, is making this for me more fun than Ready, Set, Bet. Which
as a baseball fan, I'm not a degenerate gambler, but if you could bet on the Milwaukee sausage race, that they do at the Brewers games, that's basically what this is. And as an old baseball fan, I'll never forget Randall Simon. He eventually became a Cub, but he was a Pittsburgh Pirate at the time, when he hit one of the mascots in the head with a bat as they were running by the Pirates dugout. And wiped a dude out. It was really funny because the kid was okay. He didn't really hit him. He just kind of stuck the bat out, and then a dude ran into the bat. But I can't look at Hot Streak and not think of that 2011 piece of baseball nostalgia. Maybe it might have even been earlier than that. Mike, do you remember that? You're a Cubs fan.
I do.
Yeah.
Is that Homer Simpson?
Man, it kind of looks like it. Like Homer meets Duffman. You know, a little bit of
It
combo.
is.
yeah, it actually,
Oh, it is Homer. That was a Homer. That's not an actual game piece. That's something somebody put in.
Right.
Uh,
Your experience may differ.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, these bets are interesting too. You can flip them over and take the riskier side of them. So a winner, instead of winning 10, might win you 15 if they win the race. But your bottom bet there will actually lose you money if you're incorrect. So
like
when
Camel
you
Up.
draft the bet,
Yeah.
you can make it more risky.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Camel Up. It's a really good combination of Camel Up and Ready, Set, Bet, which are two fantastic games all by themselves. And then you add the comedic element and the chaos.
Yeah, this just looks hilarious. If somebody did like a stop action photography of the actual race after
right.
the cards had been done, you know, look like Gumby or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
No. Yeah. Give me a Mr. Bill piece, right?
Yeah.
Which
My name is
inevitably
Gumby,
gets
not the gum.
it inevitably gets smashed.
That's
Love it.
cool.
Great
Well,
pick,
that's
Mike.
That was a good number one.
Mike, you're in the right spot. Go ahead and do it.
Oh, thank you.
There you
That was
go.
a good pick, wasn't it?
There you go. Well, right on, guys. We have successfully made it through our list. How about we run through our list one last time real quick, like just 5-1 recap for everybody that is watching now or watching in the future. Thank you either way. Bob.
Number 5, After Us. Number 4, Gloomhaven. Number 3, Civilization 5. Number 2, Axis and Allies 1942. And number 1, Final Fantasy 11.
There we go. My number 5 is Flip 7. My number 4 is Star Wars Rebellion. My number 3 is First and Roll. My number 2, with a very firmly tongue planted in cheek, is Autocomplete. And my number 1 is Slay the Spire.
Awesome picks. My number 5 was Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era. My number 4 was Skyrise. My number 3 was Tiny Epic Dungeons. My number 2 was Abyss. And my number 1 was Vindication.
Love it.
All right. My number 5 was also Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era. Number 4, Quests and Cannons. Number 3, Joyride. Number 2, Unsettled. And my number 1 was Final Girl.
I just want to say, out of all of those, Autocomplete by far is the worst selection there. I have not rated this game, which I need to do. So we'll go ahead and just.
You gave it 3? Wow,
gave it 3.
That's 2 more than I thought you would have.
Make sure that's official there. All right. My number 5 is CDSK. Number 4, Mythical Dice. Number 3, Lightspeed Arena. Number 2, Tumbling Dice. And number 1 is Hot Streak.
Great job.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Oh, well done, guys. Bill and Kenny, thank you so much. You guys provided an awesome suggestion for a list. And it was really fun because we could all kind of go in a little bit of different directions with it. But I think spiritually, we're all doing the same thing. And that was great. That was really fun. Bill, I got to meet Kenny a few times, but Bill, it was wonderful getting to know you a little bit tonight and to hang out with you, man.
Great meeting you guys, and I hope to see you live at a con sometime soon.
Oh, hell yeah. And Bill, actually, Kenny, I don't know how much you dig music, but apparently we're going to have Bill on for a music episode at some point in time.
I have really obscure tastes.
There you go. There you go.
Bob, can you point with me, please? Because we also have a dude with obscure tastes.
Bob listens to humor, and I listen to death metal and reggae. So I'm all over the place.
And I listen to like Delta blues. So we're all over we're literally, and punk rock at the same time. So we're all over the same place.
Yep, that's the same thing here. When you're young, you sort of put yourself into this genre and say, this is it and everything else sucks. And as you get older, you realize there's, hey, you know, these people are actually pretty good musicians. Or,
Hell yeah.
The person that can actually sing well, or, hey, that was super creative. And you expand, you know.
Yeah, it sucks when you have to admit you like people that can actually play music, you know, versus just scream.
That's it. And that's it. That's why, you know, I'm everything from classic rock all the way through orbit culture, which Mike might know who orbit culture is. If not, you need to check it out. Yeah.
There we go.
I'd definitely be down to talk about bands and music stuff.
Oh man, we found a new trend. We're gonna have to just do music episodes every once in a while.
Maybe for that one we do album.
Oh yeah, just do albums.
Yeah.
Do top 5 albums
instead of bands, but the albums. Yeah,
we can do albums with you guys.
Okay, so Bill, Kenny, I'm gonna just put this out here, and you guys can shoot it down or whatever, but no pressure since we're live. I would say either December or January. Maybe we just like nail down a date and we just do top 5 favorite albums, and we just figure it out. We got a chat set up. Just find a date that works. Find a Wednesday. We know where to find you. And you know how to get a hold of us, and we just nail something down and we go, you know what, we're going to do top 5 favorite albums, because we were talking about that when we were doing the music thing, like with our bands.
That's awesome. I'm all up for that.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Absolutely.
So it's just a good excuse to hang out with y'all again, which would be super fun.
That's perfect.
I mean, this was a lot of fun. It was great seeing you guys at Gen Con, and you know, hopefully, you know, next year I can get the Origins and Gen Con. We'll see. But
fingers crossed, man.
Yeah, and I came into this blind, you know. He's like, "Hey, you want to jump on this stream?" And I'm like, "What is it?" And so I'm catching up on videos with you guys and say, "Let's see. Okay, that one's Mike. That one's Bob. That one's Tim. Okay, this guy makes fun of that guy a lot, and this guy likes to do this. Okay, I need to figure out these guys, but this has been great. It's really been great."
That is the kindest thing you could say to us. Honestly, we just hope people have a good time when they come on with us. We hope they have a good time when they watch it. But no, I love hanging out with people. They got it. You know, everybody comes from different walks of life, different experiences. What's really messed up is you look at Bill and you go, you know, that dude might be like in his 50s, but he's actually 23. He just played in a punk band for a long time, and it's hard living. Little gutter punk ages you quickly. And
that is funny.
Too many times in the mosh pit.
Didn't do it last time.
But yeah, definitely down for that. And I know, you know, my boss paddlers on Screen Top, so I'll have to hit you guys up, see when you guys want to play. I'd love to get some more feedback as I continue to develop it, so that'd be awesome.
Absolutely. Let's do that, guys. Let's plan on that. And then Bill, you got a game you want to play with us sometime online. You know, if you ever have the ability to get a physical prototype in our hand, also, like for both of you, we'll figure something out. We'll do some stuff. We can send it back to you.
That's not a problem. That's not a problem.
We are always happy to help and promote our friends and the people that we like, because we want people to succeed, you know, and
that's cool.
And
that's a great idea. So I'll put a package together and we'll just ship mine and yours. We have
at the same time.
Yeah, just send them to you guys so you can check them out.
Yeah, we do that. We do that. And then we play it wrong and be like, this game sucks because it does this. And we're like, well, you guys suck because you played it wrong.
Read the rules, dumbass. Anyway, my 2-word take on this is kindred spirits.
Hell yes, brother.
This has been great.
Hell yes. Absolutely, man. Nice. Absolutely. That's what I love about this hobby. It just brings all kinds of people together. It's what I love about it. So Bill and Kenny, thank you so much for taking a flyer on us tonight, you know, and doing this with us. Mike, what were you going to say? I'm sorry, sir.
Oh yeah. The limited research was 100% accurate. We're just goofy dudes that make fun of each other and talk about games. So
that's it.
Well done there.
That sounds like us during game night.
There you go. There you go. Just cool people having a good time, man. That's all it is.
That's what we are.
Well, we normally play Fridays anyways. We're just like, hey, we'll just stream it. And if people watch, great.
And if they don't. Yeah. But we have fun. As long as we have fun.
That's all that matters, man.
And I think both of our watchers have fun too.
I really hope so. So thanks for everybody that came over from Wizardofmoe to check us out and hang out with us tonight. Please, if you are so inclined, feel free to hang out with us every Wednesday because we're here every Wednesday. But if you're not, that's fine too. We'll just extra harass you next time Bill and Kenny are on, and then we'll we'll guilt you into trying to get you in next time. So
we'll try to bring some followers to your site.
There you go. Well, hopefully we bring. Hey, Mike, one more time. Check that bump.
Refresh that page, Mike.
Check that bump. See if we got them anymore.
We are.
This makes for good radio.
That final girl video there.
Oh.
Come on.
It's buffering
delayed because it is.
There we go.
220. We got 5 more.
All right.
Hell yes. Board game rundown bump in effect. And thank you, hey, Steve.
Yeah, that's the scribe.
That's the scribe. Right on, man.
That's right.
Nice.
There you go.
But
we'll take the thumbs and the subs as well. So if
every
you feel
time.
so inclined.
Every time. Do a top 5 whiskeys. We did do a whiskey and board game pairings with the tabletop tasting guys.
Yeah,
I've seen those.
Check out that episode. That was fun.
But we could just do top 5 whiskeys, like straight up.
That's it.
We'd have to have those guys on though for that probably.
Top 5 pairings of board games, music, and whiskey.
Ooh, man, you had music.
Oh, the big one.
You got a triad of combinations there. Wow.
Man, does it have to be whiskey? Because you could do
it would
like
blow
absinthe,
my mind though. Yeah,
absinthe and like Pink Floyd.
Oh my God, there you go.
And like Cosmic Frog, like you could do a couple things like that, right?
He said whiskey. Awesome. He didn't say you could change the chemicals there. But
listen, man, you play by your rules. I'll play by mine.
I love that for you, Tim.
Thanks. Oh shoot. You guys have been great though. I really appreciate y'all coming on. It's always, I get it. You don't always know us like super well and everything, and maybe it's not like you're normally your thing. So it's a big ask to ask people to come on and just be themselves and feel comfortable. So thank you all for doing that and hanging out with us tonight. It was a great time.
Hey, thanks for having us, and it's great to see you guys are the same in person as you are online.
Yeah.
A great time and
right.
Yeah.
Big conference room, a bunch of people. We ended up connecting. We played a bunch of games.
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of games because of you guys.
Same. Yeah. We are definitely the same jackasses in public as we are on our show.
And that's the ninja. That's our 4th.
Hey, there we go. We got everybody. Everybody's represented. So, but yeah, man, you guys are awesome. I love you. I can't wait to have you back on. We're going to do bands. We'll look in the chat. We'll talk about
albums.
Albums. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Albums specifically. That's important. That's going to be tough. That's going to be really tough.
I've already got 2. I know what my number 1 is.
That might be like a 2-parter because they're like, I could do 20 albums so easily.
5 is
gotta be 5. 5 albums.
5 albums. 10. Top 5 albums.
Let me fire up my Wayback Machine.
Oh, I have that. I had over 650 CDs and I ripped them all to digital and I put them on an iPod Touch and plug them up in my car.
Hell yes.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Well, that beats getting out the old CD binder.
You're driving with your knee. You got the book in your hand.
Yeah. Or when
are all in the garage.
When you had to get into the trunk to load your
my disc changer.
Yeah.
I love that thing.
Yeah.
Next disc, you hear it.
Yeah.
Very safe.
Yeah, hell yeah. It got even better when it was just in the dashboard and you didn't have to until you couldn't get it out.
You couldn't get back out again.
Yeah.
Give my disc back.
Yeah. Hell
when you had a Walkman with a converter into the tape deck.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Plug it into the cigarette lighter, which they don't even put in cars anymore.
Well, now they're 12-volt jacks.
Yeah.
They're just straight USB-C and all that.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's call it a night.
Sounds good.
Stream. I really appreciate you guys. Mike and Bob, you guys are pretty okay too. But by comparison, obviously, the beard is lacking. And you don't have Kenny's creativity. So, we're just going to.
We're the 2 techies, what do I assume here?
That's all right. That's all right.
We're the 2 techies. We've got that connection. How do we get this stream up and going?
That's true. That's true. Mike's going to be hitting you up for tips, man, because we've seen the setup.
Some OBS
We
tips.
haven't even messed with OBS yet.
Oh yeah, we gotta share ideas. I like how your screens kind of come in and out, and as you change.
There's been a lot of trial and error, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, a lot of error and some trial.
But yeah, anytime you guys have questions about the technology or streaming, shoot me a message.
Our knowledge is your knowledge.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, I really appreciate you guys, and I'll do the sign off. So thanks everybody for watching. Oh, real quick. We do have Patreon, new Patreon. If you were an old patron of ours on the original one when we were Game Talk Network, Mike sent out an email. He sent out 2 emails. You could check your spam folder or you could check your regular folder, which probably has the new one, which we know is working because we've seen people jump over. If you want to support that old Patreon still because you like what they're doing over at Game Talk Network, that's awesome. Please do that. If you'd like to support us, please do. We appreciate that. It helps us pay for all the stuff we need, like this StreamYard subscription and things like that. If you cannot or do not want to, always the thumbs up, the subs, the comments are an awesome way to support us as well, and we really do appreciate that. That is just as important to us as the financial piece. So all of that out of the way. Also, be sure to check out Lawhorn Designs, Tony's friend of the show, and Kenny can tell you how good those banners look because he has worked next to that conventions. Yeah, firsthand. Also, please check out Wizardofmoe. They have a ton of videos, and we have a ton of questions. So apparently, we need to go watch their videos so that we know if Elder Signs is any good. So, or Elder Scrolls, not Elder Signs. Elder Scrolls is any good. So for the board game rundown, I've been Tim.
Bob.
That was Mike.
I'm Kenny.
I'm Bill.
Yeah, they did it. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Keep gaming.
Do you like to party?
I do like to party.
I also like to party.
I like to party.
A 7.3.
This is a great party.
Repeating.
We should party more often.
I do like to party.
Okay.
I also like to party. I also like to party.
I like to party. I like to party.
We should party more often.
Okay.
This is a great party.
Okay.